Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hello everyone, welcome. If you're watching in venues, thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching on the VR Master League Twitch channel, thank you just as much for watching. We've got exciting Challenger Cup action today, day one of the EU tournament. I'm Offbeat. I've got beside me the one and only Lockie, and on the cams, of course, doing great work as always. I mean, we assume he's gonna do great work because he always has, and presumably always will. Is Newton Dad on the cams? Lockie, you're the expert here. What do we have coming up for us today?
I'm an expert? According to who? According to who? Are you saying I'm an expert, or is it like just a general known fact? Because if it's a general known fact, I'll take that, but I don't think it is. I think it's just you being nice.
We're gonna make it known.
We're gonna make it known. No, I mean this is just gonna be a bloodbath. Let's be honest here. This is first place versus not the bottom of what was meant to be the bottom Challenger Cup, because we couldn't get them. They were all booked up, you know. We couldn't get the bottom of who was meant to be in the Challenger Cup. So then we had to go lower, and then lower, and then lower. Biscuiteers are 24th place and they're in Challenger Cup. EU, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Come on, are we playing the game or what? I mean, it's ridiculous, but Biscuiteers have somehow made the cut for what is EU Challenger Cup, and whether or not they'll even make it to day two is a question that shall be answered potentially in this first game, as they're, funnily enough, going up against number one. We're going to be watching the number one go up against 24th, and that's in the Challenger Cup. Obviously, it's actually 8th versus 24th, and there's such a huge divide there. I mean, Biscuiteers aren't even in Diamond yet. They're in Platinum, right? So this is going to be either a complete bloodbath or a bloodbath because it's such an upset. I mean, this is gonna be a crazy game. I don't think there's any chance that it's gonna come close, but if it does, I mean, what a game it will be. Without further ado, though, both teams will ready up and get that question answered for us as soon as possible, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get into the action. It's time to start day one. Let's do this.
Here we go. The teams are in the tunnel. They're out of the tunnel, and it is going to be Typhon getting to that disc first with a good, quick joust, getting there in only 2 seconds. Biscuiteers are going to pick that one up, try to clear, not quite going to get that one accurately, and it will be picked up by Typhon, who are going to reset this one back. You've got Lucid Knight there trying to make a move, but Project Rich T doing a good job of getting the stun, is going to get that one cleared. They've got the stack, but they don't have the accuracy. Sock's going to pick that one up, throw it back into the Biscuiteers zone.
Going all the way down, and no one there to pick it up just yet. Tracing behind it, however, it's Sock. Sock's going to send it over into the right. Luce is going to push forward. Luce is going to send it to a Marks player, somehow working. Game Tech sending it to yet another Marks player, but no, Sock isn't able to make that one work. And a bounce through. Good stack, though, as Game Tech picks it up immediately, throwing it all the way into the bubble now of Biscuiteers as it's picked up yet again. Sent to the backboard, and Lucid Knight's the one that taps it into the goal. Lucid Knight puts us up for the first 2 points of the Challenger Cup, Day 1 EU. And it's a beautiful start with a beautiful pass and a beautiful goal.
Yeah, a couple chances. Biscuiteers doing a good job on defense initially, kind of shutting down the first few Typhon attacks, but without being able to get any counterattacks of their own, they really kind of, ran out of time. And, you just keep giving them opportunities, they're going to take them. Biscuiteers moving in here now. They do have some good moves, good stacks, and they're going to get the 3.
Wake up!
And the Biscuiteers showing they are here to play. What a nice, quick turnaround there as they take a 3-2 lead.
I mean, I'm not really sure when Tozis got back into goal, but he's what I would consider probably the best player out of these 8. I mean, he's played at the highest level. He played in Envy a while back, and he did very successfully there. And Envy was a very high-regarded team, and that's not what I expect to see from who I would have considered the best player on the field in this first game. But an unfortunate miscatch, and it's going to give a little bit of confidence maybe to the Biscuiteers. This is a good passing play by Typhon. This has gone expertly for them as they managed to control under a lot of pressure coming from the Biscuiteers. But Game Tech's going to keep moving the disc towards the bubble as it's going to send it all the way over to Tozis. Tozis sending one fake, but going to send the reset actually to Sock. Sock send it over to Shield as a shot comes through, and Game Tech's going to make no trouble of that, putting it straight down low, and 4-3, another point up.
Yeah, Typhon doing a great job of really just keeping themselves spread out perfectly. They always have an open man. They have not needed to rush any of these passes because they just know as soon as they have it, they know where the next one is. They take a second, bait out the defense, and then get a nice... It doesn't need to be fast. It's a slow pass to an open target because that's all that you need. And they did a very good job of moving down the field there with precision and getting that points. And Typhon now stealing that disc back, preventing the counterattack. So Biscuiteers aren't going to be able to ride that one the whole game. They've got a stack here going here. There's an open goal. And there is Sue the other way. Game Tech is going to put that one in quick turnaround. And 3 minutes in and a 3-point lead for Typhon.
I think that shock that Biscuiteers sent really just... jumped up Typhon to wake up, and they've laid on points very quickly all of a sudden, and now they're putting themselves 3 points up, putting themselves with a strong lead. It's a good stack there from Typhon's going to be able to recollect it after disturbing it at first. Now sending the shot, going to be a little bit high, hitting the nest there, sending the crossover to the pillar. Tozis going to send it forward, but no, a beautiful save. There it is, and a cracking one at that as Violet's going to send it out for the clear.
Yeah, getting the clear, but that's accuracy from Typhon doing a great job of getting to that right away, but do lose the disc under pressure as Biscuiteers now with possession are going to lose it with a little bit of a missed pass there down, looking for a teammate near the boot. The clear isn't going to make it all the way through, though. Rich T is going to be first to it, makes a good move to hold on to the possession there, and gets it clear down under boot, but there's no one in the vicinity. That's going to get picked up by Typhon, and Typhon now looking at the counter attack. They've got that stack coming in. Tozis with the disc, with some space, with an open man on Shield all the time in the world, making a duck. The goalie is stunned, and Typhon is going to put another one on the board, up 8-3 now.
I mean, I don't think that Typhon could have confirmed that goal anymore. I mean, stun out the goalie and duck the jumping player, just leaving them with a 1-on-0 essentially, and Sock obviously not going to mess up that one, as now yet another joust advantage for the Biscuiteers. Going to go for a headbutt play, and it is not very successful as it floats back into their half. Game Tech gets a quick hand on it, but nothing more as it floats down. Lucid Knight with his stacks going to be able to pick it back up. Nest pass is wide open and is going to be sent. Game Tech's going to back it out a little bit, sending over to Sock. Sock maybe going to find this left-hand low pass. He's going to look for it, but no, it's going to send it up high into Lucid Knight. Luckily, he's there to pick it up as the cross comes through, and a good opportunity, a beautiful pass. Going to be backed up by a lovely shot. Game Tech puts it in for 2. They're 7 points up. They're running away with the money.
Oculus, GJL doing the best they could, but with 2 viable cross options there, you really just can't take both of them. Doing a good job of taking the most pressing threat, the one closest to the disc, but even with that stun, there was another Typhon player wide open back behind and put that one in just as neat as you like. As the Biscuiteers looking to see if they can turn this around quick. They got their 3 off of a fast break the other way after a quick counterattack after giving up a goal. But it seems Typhon has started to sort of figure that one out, and they're ready for it. Ooh, Project Rich T can do a good job of leeching there, and is going to get a stun out on that stack to prevent a quick goal the other way. Nearly bounces in, but that is going to get slapped off the line and prevent the immediate threat, as Typhon is going to slow this one up and reset back to Game Tech.
Good pass, but not with many options as he's left in a difficult position. He's going to be punished for it as now Clear comes through. Game Tech with a beautiful pickup with that stack, and really well done by Typhon as an unfortunate bounce. Will they be able to read it and recollect? Yes, Sock will be able to, and find the left-hand pass. The goal is open, spins and sends the shot. Game Tech closes it up, puts it in for 3 again, 10 points up, and now they are really starting to lay it on, putting in yet another 3 to deny the offense. Put back on and completely just hit straight back in the face of the Biscuiteers. They are doing really nicely right now. They're just completely destroying Biscuiteers as Biscuiteers are looking to do something with this joust advantage. The stack, though, putting on a lot of pressure that Project Rich T could not seem to deal with there as the clear comes through. Pick up maybe by Lucid Knight. No, it's going to be by Tosis instead. Tosis sends a shot, but a beautiful save there by Oculus GJL as yet another attack being set up for Typhon as they get it stolen instead as Project Rich T now looking for the clear, but no, he's not going to be able to find it, and Tosis is the one with it in the end. There's a good pass there to Game Tech. Game Tech sending a pass maybe for a cut, but too close to the goalie as he jumps out to recollect. Yeah,
a bit of an ambitious pass there. The goalie doing a good job to read that one and jump out. Biscuiteers, like, they are definitely the underdogs here, but, you know, as far as, you know, the average team in the league goes, these guys definitely have worked hard to get to where they are. As Game Tech now underneath, oh, that one is going to go in. Lucid Knight, was that off the head? Was that a headbutt goal? It was close if not, because that is another quick 2 points. A great on-target pass is going to result in now a 12-point lead coming out here from Typhon.
I mean, I expected a bloodbath, but, yeah, I don't know what to say. This is exactly what I expected coming out of here, but that's what happens when 8th place has to go up against 24th. It's unfortunate for the Biscuiteers right now, but, I mean, they showed promise at the start, and it's definitely not over. They'll have round 2 to do it. I mean, I think they might have some time left in this round, but realistically, it's not looking too strong for the side of them as they do look to put on some points, but no! Game Tech shuts it down yet again. However, Violet's going to try and put it back on, sending a reset over to Project Rich T. Project Rich T going to find that pass over to Garlic Bread King, who's going to send it back up to Project Rich T, who's going to send it back down to Garlic Bread King, and not going to be able to find the pass as it bounces off the bottom of the pillar there. Toz is putting on a lot of pressure, and that's going to force a quick panicked slap away of the disc and into the hands of Typhon as they get a clear through. Now Sock tracing after it, looking to get it. The player from the side of the Biscuiteers wasn't able to grab onto him and stun him. They were close though, but Sock is going to have it now, crossing it over down to Tosis. Tosis maybe going to look for this left low pass, which is once again open. No, look for the cut instead. Misses the cut, but finds the shoulder player. Shot sent, but the save is there, and then the recollect. Sock now sends it low, sends it to the guy on the backboard, and Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight's the one to finish off such a chaotic play.
Yeah, the save there was quite good, but, you know, you can't keep them all up if your team can't get possession and get that one cleared, as, you know, just not enough space to really turn that around and get anything, as Typhon was all over them, covering those clear lanes, covering the escape, and being ready to turn it around. As soon as they got that disc back, they were immediately pressuring for another goal before the goalie could really get reset, as Lucid Knight now with the disc as Typhon with possession. Again, there's a pass behind the goal, and that is an easy one. Tosis is going to put that one in. A minute left on the clock, and that's a 19-3 lead. Not what the Biscuiteers were looking for.
No, I mean, this is not how you want to start off your Challenger Cup on venues getting 19-3 so far with 40 seconds on the clock. A possible mercy coming your way and no chance of return in the first round. It's not a good start, to say the least, as we're going to see them try and put on some points as a clear comes through from Project Rich T. They go up into that popcorn area. It's going to be picked up by Sock, who's looking for this mercy, no doubt. He sends the clear all the way through. Going to bounce off Cloud, though, and go back towards the hands of Project Rich T, but no, that stack, both stacks from Typhon, putting on a load of pressure, as now the passes come through. Tosis, however, gets stunned out by the stack. from the side of the Biscuiteers, and they're going to look for this clear. Not going to make it just yet. Going to bounce into the pocket area as Tozis does manage to pick it up. Tozis will send it up all the way to Sock, and Sock sends one last shot, but no, Violet won't be having any of that. So that's the first round of the Challenger Cup. 19-3, Typhon takes it against the Biscuiteers. The Biscuiteers are not out just yet. They'll have another round to prove themselves against Typhon.
They could have 2 rounds. They could have 2 rounds. Benefit of the doubt. We are good impartial casters here. They have a perfectly reasonable chance of winning that second round. And honestly, like, the pieces are there. We have seen moments of really good plays coming out of Biscuiteers, and I want to highlight those here for a bit. On the defensive side, Violet has been doing a great job in the goal area. Obviously, getting those initial saves. The problem being is they haven't really been able to turn it around there, and Typhon's been scoring on those second chances. But there is that to take away. And on the other side, they have had some good moments on the offensive side of, like, that stack from Typhon is overwhelming pressure, right? It is very difficult to play against when you're not used to playing at levels where the stacks can move that quickly and that consistently. But they had some good moments in that offensive zone and being able to move it and keep it out of the way of that stack and not losing it to a bad pass under pressure. So there are moments there. The thing they're just missing now is the consistency, right? They need more time playing at that level with those high-level stacks in order to, in order to get used to that and to be able to play with it more consistently.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's a lot of panic that's coming from the side of the Biscuiteers, as they're not really able to handle the speed that these stacks are running at, and they're putting a lot of stress on the side of the Biscuiteers. But it's not all done yet, as another round comes out yet again. Going to be into the hands of Typhon to start it off. However, Biscuiteers immediately picking it back up. Project Rich Chi going to find a beautiful clear all the way through. Going to go all the way into the bubble. No one recollecting just yet. It's going to be Sock actually on it. Sock's going to look for the left-hand clear. Actually, maybe even a pass. Finding Lucid Knight, as Lucid Knight's going to send it down right to the stack. And a beautiful set of passing plays. Now looking for the 3, maybe no. Sock's going to push it in for the 2. Holding it a long time, getting to the back of the goal and sending it in from the back. Sock has got them 2 points up and a good start carrying that momentum through from that dangerous first round, as they're still looking to hammer on points.
Yeah, absolutely. Good decision there to hold on to this. They didn't have quite, the best angle, and you've got a little bit of time, right? You can see that the defense isn't all over. You can give yourself an extra second to get that better angle to put them in. It's all about, you get used to it at the master level. You need to focus on maximizing the chances you do have. In games that are much closer than this one probably is going to end up being, is back the other way.
Woo!
Gonna put that one in his game tech with a nice, saucy little pass coming in to set the one up for a nice goal. But yeah, it's all about maximizing the chances you have, because when you get into those closer games, you need to know that you are doing the best you can to put all those ones in, because at the high level games, the games are gonna be very close and every point matters, right? So it often comes down to who makes the fewest mistakes. And right now, in these games like this, you focus on, all right, let's play as mistake-free as we possibly can. Back the other way. Oh, that is a close one. Biscuiteers looking to see if they can counter with a 3 like they did back in round 1. But that one's not going to fall. And that is going to be Lucid Knight sending that up for Typhon.
And as you just said, you can't afford to make mistakes, especially when you're getting hammered by the enemy team. You must put points on the board when you deserve to get the points like that. But a huge opportunity here for the side of Biscuiteers, but they weren't able to form stacks. They had 3 players together, but all splitting off from each other, and it's going to be in the hands of Typhon yet again. A missed pass, and not going to be punished. There's a good stack there from the side of Typhon. A shot attempt maybe coming through. Going to be a bit low, however. It's taken once again by Lucid Knight inside the bubble now. Off the side of Biscuiteers, he's going to send a pass. Toz is going to find the back of the net, and there it is. Tozis puts it in for 2. That's a 6-point lead. They're starting to run away with it, and yeah, as you said, they have to be mistake-free, and to make a huge mistake like that in the bubble of a team that's currently just laying on points against you is a huge mistake, and very unfortunate, and it will cost them 4 points as they get scored on subsequently. But another joust advantage for them, and maybe they're going to be able to make this work. Clear comes through, and a backup. No, they're not able to catch that, and that might not go so well, as a stack from Typhon instead will catch it.
It was a close one because it got past the original stack. Oh, that long 3 attempt is going to ding. as they come. Typhon coming, applying some pressure. No good defensive play. Project Rich T is going to get that one. Is going to get it cleared out. But that stack, oh, that stack is going to hit double diamond. Both stacks are going to miss it. Lucid Knight and the Typhon stack is going to be the first to it as they get it cleared out of harm's way. Disc floating loose. Oculus GJL is going to make a play on it, but is going to get stunned out. Good job by Typhon to kind of damage control there and not prevent anything quick the other way, as they've got all 4 in the bubble. No one else back. Game Tech is just going to walk that one in. To make this 8-0 now.
Yeah, it's a really difficult position for the Biscuiteers to be in right now, because I feel like they do some really good passing towards the midfield, and then as soon as they run out of options, rather than try and calm things down by resetting or something, they just immediately clear and see if that works. But missed pass there or a missed catch, either or, not going to end up well, as Typhon pick it up yet again, trying to send another attack, and they will manage to pick it up as a missed catch there from the side of Biscuiteers, and missed shot, but Typhon will re-pick it up. However, Lucid Knight getting a bit greedy with the juke there. However, Lucid Knight does back up his error and picks it up himself, as now Game Tech looking to catch that pass. Won't be able to, though. Going to try and back it up. Not able to just yet, as a good clear there from Garlic Bread King. And maybe even in, but it's close.
Whoa.
It's not close enough, however, as Lucid Knight takes it. Lucid Knight going to go down low, sending a clear. Not going to be on target at all, however, the stack will back up the mistake, and Sock now going to get this clear all the way through. Back it up with that stack, and now an open 3 sends a shot, and there it is. Sock clears it to himself. Beautiful dribble, setting up the 3, and there it is, 11-0. I mean, right now, Typhon are looking at it so in control. I'm not sure what the Biscuiteers can do against it in the way that they're playing. I feel like there's a lot of little errors that come through, and the times when they are successful, I feel like they throw it away right at the end when it's starting to get good.
Yeah, for sure. Cheering at this point for the Biscuiteers to put something together, because it is, you know, kind of nice. You always cheer for the underdogs. It's a lot of fun, unless, yeah. And here they are going to lose that one, but they do get back. A good job of Violet to get back and get that initially to prevent counterattack, but not getting rid of it soon enough. That clear is coming in. Oh, that's going to bounce just wide, but Typhon picking it up here, keeping the pressure up. They're going to put them behind the goal. That is Sock, who's going to get stunned out. Project Rich T, who's had a couple of good defensive stuns here to prevent some of those easy, you know, goals from down below. Oh, and that is stolen. Project Rich T coming in is going to get that. Can they be the first to that disc? Is bouncing down below the stack. Oh, they were going to be first to this. Oh, but the interception is picked up. No, picked up on the back. That is Sock preventing the bounce goal. Very close opportunity there. And they retain possession for a moment, but Lucid Knight is going to take that one back and is going to clear it down. They've got the stack following in pursuit, and it will be picked up by Sock on the back end. Got some space, got some teammates. That's going to be Lucid Knight up by the Pac-Man down below. Back. No, that one's not going to connect, but they've got the time. They've got Sock, who's got it, collected up, moving in. Lots of space. Gonna find an open teammate behind the goal. Lucid Knight going to put that one in. 13-0.
Bin shot from Lucid Knight. I mean, right now, Biscuiteers, the only goal they've got so far is a 3-pointer on a goalie that realistically should have never happened. And should have definitely been saved, but they're not able to put anything else on the board right now, and you can't hope to win if you can't put points on the board, but they'll try again as another clear comes. This is what I mean. I feel like they have such good passing, and then they just clear it right at the last second, but I'll shut up, because clearly they know what they're doing, and a beautiful clear to the stack will put them another 2 points on the board. Well, the first 2 points this round, another for the overall game. And finally, they've put some extra points on the board. 3 minutes left. Is it too little, too late?
Yeah, Biscuiteers have had a couple of chances here where they have gotten clears in past the Typhon stacks, but have failed kind of on their own stack in, you know, hitting that right at the points where they first could. They have had a few where they've missed and would have had good scoring chances. So it's nice to see them convert that one there, because they definitely have had the potential here. As the stack from Typhon is going to miss that, but Biscuiteers not able to apply a lot of pressure on that initially. They'll get there eventually, but that pass is on target. Hitting that stack, that's picked up, and that one is going to go. Oh, Garlic Bread King getting a piece of it, but not enough. That will still drift in for points for Typhon as they extend this lead to 15-2.
I don't even think he was aware that it went off his head. He was looking to get back in the goal. He was facing the goal, and it went off the back of his head. And by the time he can turn around, he's not able to jump high enough to catch it. As yet again, another joust advantage for the side of the Biscuiteers. Not successful and picked up by the stacks from Typhon, as they are backing it up, picked up now instead by Lucid Knight, as Lucid Knight looks to push it in, and there it is. yet another 2. I mean, they're really just looking for a mercy here, and they know they can do it. They only need 5 points for it. Whether or not they'll get 6 or 5, it looks almost certain that they're going to come away with a mercy here. But all Biscuiteers have to do is try and stop that, because there's not really a chance that they'll be able to win this. But retain some dignity and don't let yourself get mercied. As Garlic Bread King will take this and send a clear. Maybe just trying to burn that clock, and picked up by Typhon yet again. Another clear comes through, and the dribble, actually, they're so good at this. They've done it all night. This constant, like, clear and boost, but more dribbling rather than clear and boost, as pass under goal and looking to add to their lead. Sock, oh, he ducks underneath the goal, and he grabs the ding ring, and there it is. Slam dunked, and 3 points more, and it'll be curtains for the side of Biscuiteers.
Yeah, that was a nice little double move there to buy some space and get past the goalie without even really needing to attempt a shot. As yes, as you said, we are on mercy watch. 19-2, so a 3-pointer will do it here as we hit 1 minute left. And there's a steal, and there's a 3 through the mail slot. No, it's not going to connect. They're considering trying for the 3, resetting it back out, but no, Lucid Knight sees the defenders coming back to make an effort to it, and we'll just put that one in for a nice dunk for, 2 more points. And Lucid Knight now drawing within. If you're watching the points, Lucid Knight is trailing behind Game Tech with only 12 points to Game Tech's 13. So time to see who can get that last goal if they do get one more here.
Project Rich G's going to cross it over onto the left, looking for Garlic Bread King, but no, not going to work out, as Tossis is instead picking it up, and the clear comes through. Bouncing over to the left now, going to be picked up by Oculus. That's a good steal there, and they're looking to put these final 2 points on the board. Lucid's going to tee it off to Tossis, and Tossis just had to put it in. There it is, lights out to the Biscuiteers. Go to your next match and see if you can do any better, because you're not getting anything from the side of Typhon. Typhon were just so in control of that game. They did really well constantly with their passing plays and their ability with their stacks. I mean, their stacks really were just fantastic, and I feel like the Biscuiteers weren't able to work with that pressure. I mean, they received the pressure, and they either just had to clear or they whiffed and something went wrong. But either way, they weren't able to handle the pressure, and maybe some more time spent, as you said, at that higher level of gameplay can improve that for them and get them better at handling pressure. But for now, Typhon's just going to capitalize on that entirely and just completely roll the side of Biscuiteers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Typhon kind of shows us what it takes to play at that master level, right? It's kind of what distinguishes them from players who are playing at Plat and Diamond. If you watch, like, their stacks are a huge part of it. Not just the speed. Anyone can, it takes practice, but most anyone can get quick stacks, right? And when you can be like, oh, I hit this top speed this time, this top speed another time, but be able to pull together a stack quickly and to move quick and to be accurate. All 3 of those things need to come together, right? Your acceleration, your accuracy, and then your top speed. All 3 of those need to be working in sync. And Typhon really was on the top of their game there with their stacks today. They got together. They were playing that 2-stack setup where they had a couple of pairs, and they were able to run those dribble plays very well. And Biscuiteers really didn't have much time to respond to them, right? They got their stacks. They as soon as they're like, okay, we're stacked up, they get the clear, and they're immediately off on like a bullet. They get the perfect distance to kind of clear themselves away from the defenders, find themselves some open space, and kind of reset and set up to do it again. And it really came through from them here today. As you know, we all see the results. It's why they were such a favorite coming into this game.
Yeah, I mean, Typhon have really, really surprised me. I mean, they came into the season with my thoughts of Typhon coming into the season was a team that I'd never really heard of. I mean, I didn't even know they participated in Diamond, let alone could ever make Master. But I mean, they definitely deserve Master. They're a very strong team, and they play very well. And I'm not too surprised by the Biscuiteers, and I don't think they'll be surprised at that performance either. It's a team like Typhon who are, I mean, whilst they may be towards the bottom of Master in those lower divisions, I mean, it's still Master. You get to train against what is the best of this region, and training against the best can improve you so much. It's why I feel like the Master Division sometimes can be a huge hindrance for other teams. I mean, how are you ever hoping to get better if you can't play against some of the top players? And I feel like the Master Division sometimes segregates themselves away from the ladder, and you won't get to play them in scrims, in matches, and that can give a lot less practice for some of the lower level teams, which makes it a huge jump to try and get to Diamond to Master, and let alone when you're a Platinum team trying to go up against one of those Master teams. It's such a huge jump. It's such a huge gap, and if I didn't see Typhon come out here and absolutely destroy the Biscuiteers, I would have been a bit judgmental of their skill level and their position in Master, because I mean, it's what they should be doing. As a Master tier team, they should be pretty much destroying Diamond teams as well as destroying Platinum teams, because there's a huge difference in EU, at least. I know in NA you've got a lot more teams, so you've got a lot more teams playing at that top of the meta, but in EU there's a lot more, like, that Master is that huge step. It's a huge step above the rest of the ladder. And even within Master, you've got the different sections of Master. You've got the really top of the top 3, and then you've got top 5 and top 10. Sometimes those lower teams are trading behind, and that's slowly expanding, and slowly that's becoming less and less as more teams start to get on with what is really meta and get better and better, and there's more players joining that, like, top bracket of players. But when you're going up against a team like Biscuiteers, I expect nothing less from Typhon other than a mercy. I mean, Typhon is a team that have been playing in Master for almost the whole season now. I mean, it might be I haven't been following it that much, but I think they've been playing for almost a whole season in Master, and for playing that long in Master with players such as Tarsis and I mean Sock, he's a very well-known player now. He's made a huge name for himself because he's a very talented player. A player I've never really heard of, and he just comes out and he performs really well. And all the other players from Typhon are incredible. They're playing a long-time Game Tech and Lucid Knight, long-time players as well, and all of them are incredibly strong, and they work really well together. They've been playing so long together in this season. So I expect nothing less from them, and they played really well. They really did show themselves. I want to see what they can do in the finals and throughout the rest of this challenger. I mean, they're not guaranteed in just yet. My money would be on them to carry on and get into the finals, but only time can tell that. But I do want to see them playing in the finals, or I want to see a team that can beat them and take their final spot for them. And then, if so, I want to see that team play in finals, because they are just such a strong team, Typhon, with such a unique play style. That seems to work at such a good level. But honestly, I can't wait to see them play a couple more games, because they're really strong. Yeah,
absolutely. And we will still get to see them play later today, right? With winning this game, it means that they will be following up. We'll have our next game coming up here, which is going to be Synergy versus the Fanboys. And right after that, we will be back to see Typhon and the winner of the number 2 game, which was Dauntless, taking that 2-0 over Donda Academy. And yeah, like you were saying, it really is, when you watch these teams at Master, you really can kind of start to forget about, you know, how, because you're seeing them against each other, right? You can forget, like, what level of effort and dedication and practice it takes to get to that level in the first place. If you look at Typhon has not had the most amazing cycle this season. Like, the whole season, they're 10-16 on the year. This cycle, they were 2-6, right? But that's because we've been seeing them up against exclusively Master teams, and they've been in that ecosystem for a while, right? Like you were saying, it can be hard. You're getting all the benefits of being able to challenge Master teams and scrimmage against Master teams, and you're all constantly improving at that same rate. And so I think it is really important to kind of see these, just a reminder of, like, hey, they've earned this spot, and this is why. Even though, you know, they might look off in some of their other games against other teams, that's just because of the level of competition they're facing. It's why I've always thought it would be fun to have, like, an average, ordinary guy in the 6th lane of the sprints at the Olympics, just so you know, right? We get so used to, only an 11 second 100 meter. What is this? But no, they look ordinary because they are in amongst the extraordinary, right? And that really is a big, a big part of why I do enjoy these Challenger Cups, because you really get to see kind of highlighted with some of these teams. Like, yes, you're watching a Mercy. The game itself isn't that exciting, but it is good for the league in that it kind of spotlights, you know, this is why they deserve that spot. This is why they've earned that spot. And that's why, honestly, any team that comes in here and wins themselves a Master spot, it's incredible, right? It is a huge milestone accomplishment. And so that I'm really excited if we can see any teams here kind of push past that threshold. Because honestly, I think that's one of the best stories you can get here. That being able to push through that barrier is a huge accomplishment. I'm really excited to see if we see any of those this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, and another reason that like Typhon is towards that like lower area is a lot of the players of Typhon, they haven't really played in like that top division of Master for a long time. They've not been there as long as some of the other teams. I mean, you got teams such as like Vertigo, Gravity, Phantoms, Blast. I mean, all these players on these teams have been in Master for multiple seasons. They've been playing for so long. I mean, even going as low as like Scuffed and you can keep going, and a lot of these teams are playing loads. I mean, Men, Team, Koi. I mean, all the teams, I think, except for 9th and 10th place, are teams that have been in Master for multiple seasons, or if they're not teams that have been there, they are players that have been in teams that have been in Master for multiple seasons, all except for 9th and 10th, Typhon and Synergy, and that's why they are in this bottom of Master, because if you haven't had that much time playing at that really high level, you won't pick up as many things, you won't have as much experience, you won't be as experienced. But they're a lot stronger. They do really show themselves against those other like ladder teams. They definitely deserve to be in Master, but they just need to show that they can, well, perform well in Master. Getting into Master and doing well in Master are two entirely different stories. I mean, it's a complete different challenge. But I think that's going to be all from us for now. We'll be back in just a second with our next game, which I believe is Dauntless versus Synergy Fanboys, right?
Yeah, Synergy Fanboys.
Synergy Fanboys. Yeah, that's going to be it. All right, that's all from us for now. We'll see you very shortly. Stick around for a little bit.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got at least one of us, hopefully two of us shortly. Thank you so much for sticking around. Welcome back. For those of you just joining, I am Offbeat. I am joined here by Lockie. Retep will be on his way eventually, but not just yet. And we don't need him, because we're having fun. We're having fun. Thank you to everyone who's joining us on venues, for everyone who's watching on Twitch on VR Master League. We love having you all here. We're having a good time, and we're ready for some more Echo. Lockie, how's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad.
Frozen Lockie.
I'm frozen? I'm a frozen Lockie. Oh, yeah, that's just, that's my camera. I'll restart that. Don't worry about that. That'll be fixed sometime in the near future. Yeah, I mean, we've got an interesting game. Got an interesting game on our hands. I don't know what to say about it. I'm trying to fix our camera.
How about I talk for a bit then? You fix your camera.
You do that.
All right. So we have on this side we saw before one of our master teams that was participating in this cup, and now we have the other one. Synergy is coming in here from Master, where they've had probably not the cycle they were looking for. They did end up going 0-8 this cycle and are looking to kind of hold on to that spot in the Master tier going into finals here for possible last hurrah next weekend in the finals, of course. So yeah, went 0-8, and on their side this game, we are going to see Pingu, MS Alexis, Alpha Wolf, and Yveskisk, and their challengers coming in. Plat 4 team, Fanboys ended the season at rank 16, just below that diamond threshold for EU. Relatively new formed team, only have 9 games on the season so far, but did go a very, very impressive 8-1 in those games. So, you know, they're on a roll, right? This is, I harken back to the beginning of the season on the NA side when we saw Bite of 87 kind of come rolling into a Challenger Cup. And, you know, put on a very good show there. So I'm very excited to see what they have here for us, right? They have worked their way up the ranks very quickly with that 8-1 record. And, you know, the only loss coming really, I think it was Team Problematic, but that was way back in April, which I'm sure everyone's forgotten about. We've forgotten about it. It's a fresh slate here, fresh, clean slate, and it's time to see if they can punch their way up into that Master Division. And Lockie is muted.
I am muted. I was trying to fix stuff. This is going great. This is going great. We're all professionals here. Anyway, what I was saying is they're going up against a strong team, though. I mean, Synergy is ridiculously strong. They've had an unfortunate cycle in Master, and I know that they're having an unfortunate time here. You will notice that they do not have their main roster up on here. This is not the Synergy that we were expecting to see come out here. They are missing Fiend, who is a huge part of Synergy, a very big player. But I know that Fiend couldn't make it, and they were really struggling for players. I think there's also an injury on Alpha Wolf. I think torn something. I didn't hear the full story. I only got to speak to Pingu for a little while about it earlier today. But yeah, I mean, they're in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot coming into this. Whilst they are the master team, they are the team that you would favor to win here. They're coming in under a lot of stress, under a lot of pressure. I mean, as I said, they're expected to win, and when you're the one expected to win, there's a lot more pressure. And not only that, but they're going in with a huge hindrance without their normal main roster, and in the run up to fight, this must be stressing them out a lot. And right now, if I were them, I'd just be hoping to God that I could get into Master. I mean, forget the finals, forget all that. Just get into Master, become a finalist, get that. It'd be a huge thing for Synergy. So this game means a lot to them because this is their chance to show that they are still strong. They are strong. Nevertheless, that even if they don't have Fiend to help them, they're still strong and they can hold their own against these Diamond Platinum teams. And that's why I feel like this first game for them is so important because if you don't succeed in this one, it's a huge hit for your mental going into the further games. But at the same time, like some of the players from the side of the Fanboys are really strong. I've heard a lot of these names before: Goblin, Wilfred R, Woosie, and Starkey. I mean, I've obviously casted this team before, but I know these players from pubs and from mixed scrims, and they are all very strong players and very talented players, and they've played together for a while. So let's see how that goes up against a team that seems fractured at the moment. But nevertheless, they'll come out very fast, getting the disc immediately. Starting off the game as they pick it up. Once again, Alpha Wolf's going to send it over to Miss Alexis. Alexis, however, is stuck down. Starkey's going to have a hand on the disc and send the clearer now for the side of the Fanboys.
Yeah, that is going to be picked up. That is Goblin, and Goblin taking the shot is just going to miss that open three. Oh, you got to take advantage of those while you have it. You're not going to get those ton, as it is going to be picked up now. It is still Goblin underneath for the Fanboys. The Fanboys, oh, they're going to lose it as Pingu is going to jump in front of that one, get the steal, get it cleared out to the Fanboy side. And Synergy there with the stack. Synergy taking that shot. Oh, that one is going to miss. It bounces up high and around, but they are still there. No, good stack coming back, but that's going to end up right in the hands of Pingu. Pingu going to lose that one out. Good defensive play as Wilfred is going to get that cleared all the way down into the Synergy end.
Yeah, this is a really hard position as now Woosie's going to push forward, and there it is. 2 points, a difficult angle, but to slowly walk it up, no problems there. As that was a bit of a hectic start. I mean, back and forth, and a mystery, and a massive mystery as well. And then straight after that, an unnecessary slap pass that resulted in the loss of possession, and that was a really hectic start for the side of the Fanboys, but they managed to work with the control and put some points on Synergy as they've sent all the players over to the left-hand side, but they managed to spread themselves out at the last second. Pingu, there he is, the man that's put them on for 2 and equal the points. And I'll say this before the game starts really going, but Pingu is such a strong player. I didn't even know he was the captain for Synergy, but when I saw a minute ago that he is, and he deserves it. He's such a strong player. He's incredible every single time I've casted him or seen him in game. He is incredible. Not only is he a really good friend, he's just fantastic at this game, and I love watching him. Wish him all the best for this. So maybe slightly biased, but I also want to see an upset. So I think it balances out as now Woosie's going to have to back away. There's a lot of pressure on him. Wilfred's going to be recollecting this instead. Now sending it back over to the left. Hard angle on the goal as the goalie pushes out and marks all the players, as now it's going to slowly float away just a bit faster than Goblin. He's going to try and recollect it, but the stacks are on with a lot of pressure. Quick slap to the left, but no one's down there. Pingu recollects it. Pingu sends it all the way up high. Now in bubble of the Fanboys, picked up maybe by the side of Synergy as Alpha Wolf gets a shot on the out goalie by 2.
Yeah, Synergy doing a good job in the defensive zone to kind of keep those chances out, as Fanboys had the disc, had control, were moving it around for a while, seeming fairly confident. But Synergy, a couple right now of just, quick counterattacks. They haven't needed to hold possession for a lot of time. But when they have had it, they have turned, and they have turned it into quick points. So Fanboys are really going to need to make sure they get that consistency, right? If they have control of the disc, they do need to make sure to convert into points. They are playing as the underdogs here, right? So you got to be taking advantage of every single chance you have if you want to be, staying in this one. As it is now going to be Wilfred, who's moving up across the near side, is going to send that across. Woosie on top. Oh, that is sent in. A shot is going to get picked up by Pingu. Pingu picking it up off the post, getting it cleared up to the teammate. The stack there from MS Alexis sent into Pingu. Pingu with lots of time and is going to turn that into points. Only 2 though, not able to convert that into 3, but Synergy still bounces up 6-2.
Pingu gets a save and gets a shot on the attacking side. A good play there from the side of Synergy, from Pingu especially. 6 minutes on the clock, and they have 4 points up. So not a huge lead, but a lead nevertheless, as Wilfred R is going to send this over to the left. They're going to bounce into the hands of Woosie, but he's not going to be able to get a hand on it. Wolf Who's going to find this pass? Maybe it's Pingu. No, it's going to be Alexis, but Alexis has fallen short on that one as Pingu somehow picks this up, somehow jukes around, but no, Wusi's going to shut him down. Stun comes there from the side of Synergy, but somehow a quick clear gets away. However, will be picked up by Veskis as Veskis going to maybe look for this left hand under goal pass. It will be available. The goalie jumps for it, trying to bait it out. Cut goes through. Pingu picks it up. Pingu jukes on the shield, and there it is. Yet another 2 points, putting them up by 6. There it is, 18 MS into the side of the goal. Beautiful shot, beautiful juke.
Yeah, nice shot, great pass, and honestly good pressure all around from Sinji. They were in danger of losing that disc a few times, but doing a good job of being the first to that open disc to prevent the Fanboys from really getting control here, right? As soon as a defender got a piece of the disc, Synergy was there to make sure they couldn't convert it into anything, couldn't get it turned back around, as they have shown themselves to do reasonably well here when they're able to slow it down and control the play. As now they look to clear it in, but that long clear is a little too far. That's going to get picked up right the other way from the Synergy squad. Oh, nice read by Wilfred to grab that one and clear it back in to the stack from Fanboys. They are going to slow that one up, send it back to Wusi down on the floor now. Slowly moving up with some time. Is going to back this one up under pressure from Alexis. Has Wilfred, who's moved in, got a teammate on the shoulder. That is Starkey, who's going to just kind of slow up, wait for teammates, and there's an opening on the bottom. Looking for that bounce shot, that bounce. There were 3 people in the goal, but none of them read the bounce. And just over the halfway mark now, Fanboys cutting this to a 4-point lead.
That was a really slow shot. I mean, there's no way you cannot be reading that. A disappointing one from Synergy, I'm sure, but nevertheless, they'll have to come out and put some points back on the board to regain that balance and that lead that they had, as they're going to play this stack play and maybe go for the clearing boost, as now Veskas has it, sending it over to the left. Pingu picks it up, and Pingu in a bit of a hard spot, going to try and juke around, but a missed grab. He's going to have to send it over to the left, looking for help from Alpha Wolf, as Alexis now has the disc on the left low, maybe going to look to push this forward. Yep, going to push it over to the right. Good duck there, and now Veskas with a huge opportunity, sends a shot, but no, Wilfred picks it up. Maybe going to be picked up by a player from Synergy, but no, as somehow the Fanboys are managing to get that one out. The good stack there, though, as Pingu manages to pick it up. An unfortunate pass, though, as it won't manage to make it to the side of Alpha Wolf, as now Wusi's going to be able to send this shot, as it's not on target, as there is a player back. Maybe he's looking for some sort of a boot shot from a hard angle as the open goal, and Gubin's going to capitalize on that. And just like that, one missed shot and one save will cost the side of Synergy a lot of trouble, and it's going to put them in a lot harder of a position.
I really like that play from Fanboys coming out. Yes, it looked like a nice, easy 2-1, but remember what we were talking about before in the last game. It is all about how you maximize your chance to score each time. And that stack coming in from the Fanboys, one player went for disc, the other one went straight for the stun. They knew who was going for what. They planned it out. Oh, a great save coming in there from Wilfred. Oh, not the best clear, but it will get out on the second attempt. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by this exciting game that we are, of course, forced to watch, they did a great job of communicating, making sure one person got the stun to open it up, make it an even closer shot for the easy goal. As the Fanboys now with the disc moving up slowly, the defense from Synergy is back, so they are going to choose to reset this one. We can see pass across to Wilfred. Wilfred with some Ace gonna find a teammate down below as Awusi's gonna make a move in the stun coming in there. Starkey just all over the stuns at the critical time so far. And wow, the Femboys jumping up 9-8 here. The underdogs taking the lead with 3/4 of this round done.
2 saves from Wilfred have just reshaped how this game is looking. As a huge lead, and potentially the lead being pushed on even more, has now gone into the hands of a very difficult position for the side of Synergy, as they've managed to do a really good play there. Alpha Wolf using Pingu as a block to move himself over to the left and make himself a very difficult target to catch for any stacks, as Pingu able to move around a little bit, juke past that stack, gonna send a low pass, baiting himself out as a beautiful pass there to Alpha Wolf. And Alpha Wolf's gonna finish it off with a shot. And yeah, I mean, Pingu there was able to create himself into a threat. He's been juking a lot all game, and that means a lot of the players, maybe from Fanboys, thought that they had to like put numbers on him and try and stop him from juking towards the bubble again. But this time he's just going to send the pass off immediately, and players have been baited there from Fanboys, as a headbutt has not gone so well, but they've not picked it up, and Synergy won't capitalize on that. It's a huge mistake to not do that, as Wilfred R has instead now pushing for another goal.
Yeah, he's going to reset that one back to Wusi coming into the zone. Then now minute 30 left on the clock. Still plenty of time for a couple goals to happen here. So Starkey is going to step back. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Fanboys maybe kind of slow this one down and try to burn as much of that clock as possible. Wilfred has a teammate on the ceiling. Burning clock is important, but not as important as getting the points when they're there. And that is a great opportunity to move in from the ceiling as Wusi is going to put that one in just over a minute left on the clock. But plenty of time now for Synergy to counterattack.
Okay. 1 minute on the clock. 1 point, and now we're going to have to see what Synergy can do. 1 point means that anyone could take this right now as Pingu looks to push this 140, uses the block to find that Pac-Man pass, and Alfred's going to send it back over to Pingu. Pingu's going to try and juke around a little bit, sending the cross now all the way over to Avescus. Avescus on the back line, going to back it out over to Alexis. Alexis has this right-hand pass open. Will he make it? Yes. Now Avescus takes it, and Avescus sends it over to the left. Pingu's not able to jump high enough for that one. Alpha Wolf, however, regains it and holds some control. 30 seconds. There will be no time for another goal, so it's this golden goal right here that counts. As a quick slap away from the Fanboys could cost Synergy. As a bounce pass attempt over to Alexis. Alexis sends it down low left. A missed catch, however. 15 seconds on the clock. All to play for now. Starkey's the last to touch it, and Starkey sends a clear. And with no time left, a shot must come through right now, but that's the wrong team from it coming through, as that's 5 seconds on the clock, and maybe they'll get yet another goal. No, they. But 11-10 is the scoreline, and the Fanboys run away with it, and it all comes down to one moment. Let's not forget. I mean, what a crucial play that was made in that game. I mean, there were plenty, so some brilliant saves from Wilfred R, especially to reshape how this game was looking. It was looking heavily in the favor of Synergy, and Wilfred R made some fantastic saves, and it just completely changed the dynamic for Synergy, and then they started to crumble after that point. But that's not the point. A beautiful stun from Starkey, and the shot, I don't remember who it was from, but for Fanboys to make a 3-point shot in a time halfway through the game, it did not seem like it was a key time to need to make a 3. It was definitely not a time that a 3 was necessary. I don't think the risk was necessary, but nevertheless they went for it, and they were rewarded heavily. And not only that, but this game did come down to 1 point. This would have been overtime right now. This would have been overtime, and with Fanboys having to go up against a team who just won the neutral joust, who has incredibly fast stacks, and they've shown it multiple times, but Synergy are really good with that those stacks. They have that Synergy, and they're really powerful with those stacks. We see a pause come through. I'm going to get a bit more time to talk about this, but that 3-pointer coming in halfway through the game is such a big change in this result. It's such a weird option to take, I feel, halfway through the game. It's the sort of thing you only start looking for when there's a bit of time left on the clock. But the initiative to take it earlier in the game, and that puts them up just by that 1 point. That 1 point that makes the difference, the entire difference, and that's gotta really hurt for Synergy. I mean, especially seeing as Synergy are coming into this with a whole bunch of disadvantages. That first round really meant a lot, because that is going to be absolutely soul-crushing. I mean, they had that in the bag, I felt, and just because of a couple saves and a 3-pointer going through, they weren't able to make it work, and that's a really hard hit that Synergy are going to have to try and bounce back from in the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sneck in the chat ahead of me, absolutely the point I was trying to make. We had a play earlier on. Look for it in these highlight reels that are going on behind me. Because yes, there was an open shot earlier on the shield that I believe it was Pingu that had the open shot and wasn't able to convert it into a 3, letting go just as the disc passed the bubble, which really it came back to bite them, right? We mentioned it earlier when it happened. It was a 2 that really could have been a 3. And with the way the Fanboys have, turned it around, it didn't seem like that big of a deal at the moment, just like the 3 you were talking about. But, in these close games, those 1 points are absolutely critical. So that's why these games, these really close ones that decide, at these high levels of play, often come down to who makes the fewest mistakes. So yeah, that one was pretty wild, and you really hope on the side of Synergy that it doesn't end up being the deciding factor here, because really, it's been incredible performance from Fanboys, right? We joked a lot about the last game, how the last game, it was, it's the 1v8 seed in this tournament. This one is 2v7, right? This is still should be a very heavily favored game in the favor of Synergy. But here the Fanboys are taking that first round. Time to see now if Synergy can, you know, get that back together, but they're not coming out on this quick. Fanboys are going to get it with lots of time off the opening joust. And Wusi is going to have some time, is going to send it underneath to Gooblin. They've got some space. They're going to move it up. A couple passes back and forth. Not a ton of pressure. Going to make one move, and Wusi going to ding that one off the post. Starkey there, able to pick that one up. Starkey looking for a teammate behind the goal. Isn't going to connect, and it will be cleared up and out by Synergy, or up at least. And Wilfred is going to prevent the out from that from happening, as Starkey with the disc has a teammate under the goal, and the Femboys looking to continue this upset, jumping up ahead 2-0 now.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget though. I mean, it is an upset. Yes, I mean it is the 10th place, sorry, in Master going up against a Platinum team, I think. But let's not forget this is a crippled side of Synergy. I mean, they're missing such a strong player. I mean, people that know Synergy well know how powerful Fiend is. Fiend is an incredible player. As I say that, Alpha Wolf showing his strength on the field, going to put them up by 1, finding that 3. But as I was saying, like, Fiend is such a huge player. He's such a strong player, and he's such a crucial part to the whole connection of Synergy. And you remove that out, and then you have to play with a substitute in a Challenger Cup. It's going to ruin your mental. Their mental is really hurt right now, and especially in the second round. I mean, if it wasn't hurt in the first round, it's really hurt in the second round, and they're going to suffer because of that. So let's not forget, whilst yes, it is an upset, they are also going in blindfolded. So let's see what they can manage to do off of this. They will maybe pick up this disc, because they're not able to. It's actually Starkey who's going to be able to do it, and Starkey sends a good pass now over to Gooblin. Gooblin's going to have to reset this one. Finding Wusi there, as Wusi's going to push this one forward, maybe finding the right here. No, going to reset it yet again. Bringing Wilfred Art back into the game, really, is passing it back down low over to Wusi, and Wusi's going to push forward and maybe sending a backward pass. I did not think that was available, but no. Alexis able to get a great stun, however, a good steal there, and a lot of pressure is being put on all of a sudden. Starkey's going to be able to get past a couple defenders there. A shot comes through, but no, a save from the side of Synergy, and a steal yet again. It's steal, 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 and another one coming through there. It's complete havoc. And someone makes some control of this. Well, yes, it will be Miss Alexis who is able to get the clear all the way through, as now it bounces up high. No one on it just yet. A good grab there by Alpha Wolf, but not for long enough. Not long enough to make anything happen, as the stack now comes through from the side of Fanboys, as Starkey has it, pushing into the right tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job here as it is cleared in. Fanboys doing a good job of holding onto that disc, keeping that pressure up, as really haven't had a chance to take that lead back. They're still holding on to that 1-point lead, which...
Yeah, not sure what's happened to Offbeat there. I'm sure we'll get him back sometime in the near future, but I will carry on as the shot comes through. There it is! Pingu breaks the silence with what a shot that is! Finding a difficult angle past defenders, and Pingu will put it in for 3, putting them up by 4. And what a shot to get. I mean, it's really what they needed to just give them that little bit of energy, that little bit of celebration, and I'm sure they're celebrating right now because of that. That is a huge goal for them, and now they just need to keep laying on the points and keep laying on the pressure and capitalize on that beautiful shot. As now Gooblin's going to be able to reset this back up to Wilfred R. Wilfred R is going to be able to cross it over to Wusi. Wusi's going to maybe look for this left low pass. Gooblin is available. They won't make it, however. He'll go for the reset. Gooblin's still available, however. Going to find it, sending over to the right. Under goal is available now, but no, a great jump from Ivescus, changing the player that they were marking, has confused the side there of Fanboys, and they won't be able to work with it, but Fanboys with a brilliant stack will be able to pick that up. Shot comes through, it's on target as it bounces off the shield and off the ding. Unfortunately, it won't go in, and now Pingu gets it stolen from him, and Wusi finds the angle, and somehow, when they seemed so in control of that situation, they lose the disc at the last second, and it will cost them 2 points. 5 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, and they did not need that. That is gonna hurt. That is gonna sting. Coming out the tubes now. Can be taken by Pingu. Pingu's going to step into the left-hand tunnel. Picked up off the bounce, and Alpha Wolf now has it, as Alpha Wolf going to maybe look for this reset. Finds it over to Alexis. Alexis now going to move on the left. Going to pass it to the left. Alpha Wolf gets it. Alpha Wolf with a right hand. No, he's going to have to look for the reset maybe. No, he finds the pass. Pingu's going to juke forward. Oh, he loses. second though. That is so unfortunate. Pingu with a brilliant juke and a huge opportunity to score, and he loses tracking at the last second, and that will cost him, and maybe they will this, and if they do, it's gonna hurt. Oh, that must lot. Oh no, 2 points they lost from not scoring because of the tracking, but they will also subsequently have 2 points scored against them, a total of 4-point deficit, all because Pingu lost tracking for just a split second and at the worst time possible, as yet again they will come out for another joust advantage, not able to recollect it just yet. Alpha can't grab it. Starkey will have it instead, and Starkey sends into this left-hand tunnel, gonna bounce off that upper pyramid. No one on it just yet, and somehow even the Synergy players were first, they weren't able to pick it up. Veskis, however, good hands, able to catch the disc. Gonna be picked by Gublin once again, as Gublin sends a right-hand pass. Not gonna find Wilfred just yet. Can he manage to jump for it? No. Starkey, however, does, and now sends it low to Woosie. Brilliant hands over Pink as he gets a spectacular save, and now into the hands of Veskis.
Yeah, incredible save there, holding this at tide still as the pressure is starting to become a little overwhelming. There's an open goal, there's the chance, and there is the lead. Wilfred is gonna put that one in, taking a 3-point lead here now as time is running out. 4 minutes left on the clock, as that is a quick, that is a lead. That's the Fanboys out in the lead, and remember, they took that first round, so they win this one, and they are moving on to that second round in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, this is really hard. This is really hard. I mean, this will stem from 1 second of losing tracking, and all of a sudden, they're now 3 points down. I mean, what a horrible position to be, as maybe these points are going to be laid on even more. Pingu will be able to recollect it now in his own half. He's going to send it over to Alpha Wolf looking for the ender, but he's going to be punished for that one. Gublin reads it, holds on to him for a little bit, waiting for to come down and takes the disc out of his hands. However, Alexis gonna get a hand on it instead and gonna send the clear, but no, the stack from the Fanboys able to pick it up. Gublin's gonna send a right hand bounce. No one on it just yet. It's gonna bounce up, maybe into the hands of Wilfred R. Good grab there, just for an extra second by Synergy. However, Gublin able to pick it up once again, sends it left low over to Woosie. Woosie flips, sends a 3-point shot, not on target, however. Starkey able to pick this one back up, sending the cross over to Gublin. Gublin sends a shot, but no, not on target. Pingu onto his trail and sends the pass to Woosie. Woosie tries to push into the bubble, but gets a hand on the disc. Now, he sends the clear into the right-hand tunnel, picked up by Synergy. Once again, shot comes through. It's a bit to the right, however. No one on just yet. Alexis gets a hand on it, finds the pass to Alpha Wolf, but Alpha Wolf not ready for it as the clear comes through, going into the midfield and all the way now into the half of Synergy. Shot comes through, it's close, but not close enough. As Alexis picks up the disc and sends a right-hand tunnel clear, Starkey picks it up and looks for yet another attacking opportunity.
Yeah, it's Woosie now with it, and they're going to slow this one down. They're going to try to. That reset isn't as accurate as they would have liked, and Pingu is going to slap this one into the Femboy zone. It's going to bounce all the way in near the bubble, just going to go wide of the goal. And the Synergy stack isn't there in time. That is going to be picked up by Woosie under the goal, but that clear attempt isn't going to work. Oh, but the stun coming in there from Wilfred to let the teammate Starkey get the disc. And that is going to get cleared up to the far side where it's picked up by Starkey. Starkey looking for that shot. That one could have nearly put this one away. Is Woosie with it? Another chance. Blow the goal. No! That one doesn't click. And Wilfred chasing it down. No, it's going to be picked up by Woosie. Woosie getting it down to Wilfred. The net is empty.
No way.
And Alpha Wolf is going to steal the disc, but it's taken back. And there's 2 points as Starkey, who has been doing all of the stunning this whole game, making sure that those going 3 assists, 31 stuns, finally getting their first of the game here. An 11-6 lead, that's 5 points. There's only a minute 20 left on the clock. Synergy in danger of falling down to that loser's bracket.
Synergy did so well to stop so many attacking plays, and they weren't able to stop that final one, and unfortunate bounces will constantly end up in the hands of Fanboy. They have a minute left. They have to score 2 goals, 1-3, 1-2. As a good intercept, though. Starkey's going to slow them down a bunch as the clear comes through into the pocket area, and it's going to be picked up by Fanboys. Wowsy takes a shot, not going to make it though. Left-hand tunnel, they need to score within about 20 seconds now. However, Woosie's going to be able to take it up. Wilfred R sends a shot. Too early, though, on the shot. They have about 15 seconds to score. They have to score very quickly. Pingu's not able to pick it up and get the clear, though. Alpha Wolf's going to have it. Alpha Wolf's going to send a quick clear. Pingu gets a quick grab on it, sends the clear. And they've got about 10 seconds left before they must score. And this is not looking good as it bounces into their own bubble. About 30 seconds on the clock. No one on it just yet as Wilfred R picks up the disc. Wilfred R does a bit of juking, sends a pass. But no, it's not going to make it. And they are out of time. And that is it, unfortunately, for the side of Synergy. They'll be knocked down into the lower bracket as maybe some final points are going to be added to the board for the Fanboys. We see going to flip upside down, sending one last shot, not going to make it. 5 seconds left, and that looks like it's going to be the final scoreline of this game as another shot from Synergy actually going into their own goal. An admission of defeat. What an unfortunate game for the side of Synergy, and it was so close. I mean, in that first round, we talked about the stun goalie and finding the 3, the clutch saves from Wilfred R, managing to make that final thing. But another thing I want to talk about in this one is that loss of tracking. I mean, they were so close. They had a lead of 2 points, and they could have extended that lead to 4 points, and instead the scores were tied, and that must have hurt so much. And not only that, but then they were put on the back foot. They had to play. They had to play on the QB, which I never think is. I always think if you're playing QB, you're in a huge disadvantage, and it showed because then immediately Fanboys laid on another 3 points, and Synergy had to take that, and it was so unfortunate for Synergy that all comes down to a loss of tracking. But that's not why Synergy lost. There are a lot of other reasons. Also, unfortunately, they don't have their players in there. They don't have players. And one of their players playing is injured as well. I mean, it's really just chaos for the side of Synergy. But it's so well played as well from a platinum team to take it against Master. I mean, you can give as many excuses as you like to Synergy. It is platinum going up against Master. It's such a huge divide. We saw it in our previous game, and you see a Mercy coming through. Whether it's down to those excuses or it's just a really well-played game from Fanboys, nevertheless, the score and the outcome is the same. And this is now risking Synergy's master spot, a master spot they fought so hard for. And if they lose it now, it will certainly hurt a lot. And now they're in the lower bracket. And not only are they playing in the lower bracket, but they have to play in the lower bracket with their heads held low. I mean, it's such a horrible position to be in for Synergy, and my heart goes out. They have to just try and pick themselves up as soon as possible and get back in this. They know it's not over. It was such a good performance from Fan. They did play really, really well. But yeah, overall, Synergy did a good performance. Just unfortunate with a lot of different problems, but Fanboys as well. So strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is one of the things that, like, in VRML, you have 6 roster spots, and you have 6 roster spots for a reason, right? And so that part of that reason is why it's all about your preparation, right? If you decide you're going to prioritize, okay, we've got our top 4, we've got our 4 main rostered players, we are going to give them all the reps as much time as possible, right? To get our best 4 synergized. But you need to balance that with bringing in your subs. And the subs, they played pretty well today, right? This was a very good, exciting game. But at the end of the day, if that is what's bringing it down, then that needs to be a focus of priority on the team, right? It is all about team depth, especially here, where a lot of teams are, scheduling is kind of free with the exception of these big events, right? Teams can get used to being able to schedule around everyone's availability until we have these big events where we pull everyone together, right? And at that point, if you have scheduling issues, it does come down to how much you have fostered the depth for that team. And so we definitely saw that come to play here. And the Fanboys were absolutely up to the task. I'm very excited. We are pretty sure we get to see them one more time today. If not, we will get to see them later tomorrow. Joining us in the booth, who is here, who's going to be joining us on the next game, but did catch a good chunk of that game, and he's here to do a bit of analysis. Retep Word, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, Offbeat. Appreciate that. Dude, what a game, man. That was actually a really fun one to watch. Yeah, because I was sort of going to be in this one casting it, but I was enjoying listening to you guys. Beautiful bit of casting. And I'm glad I did, because that was a fun game to watch. I mean, Fanboys, what a gameplay from them. I remember them like seasons ago playing this game, and they've worked for it so long. And you said, right, jumping from plat to beat a master tier team in this one. Definitely the momentum working on their side there throughout that game. First round being so close, winning that one back at the end, and then second round being able to pull it through for those full 11 points. Momentum, so important. I fully agree with what you're saying about, Synergy need to make sure they don't get caught up on that, and they get that little mental reset ready for the round 2 games that I can't remember. Are they round their loser bracket? Is that tomorrow? It is.
Let's pull up the bracket. Let's pull up the bracket and we'll take a look at it.
It is. They'll be playing up now, right? They do. They're going to be playing up in the next couple of games. They have 2 games coming up at the minute. There you go. We have a bracket. Look at that bracket. There it is. And it is going to be doing the on VRML 2. We're going to be showing up their matchup, which is going to be, I think, in one more match. So we have one more coming up now, and then they'll be right after that. So you want to see them again? You can there, but you don't want to see them, guys. You want to see here. You want to be hanging out with us in this booth. VR Master League, baby. Venues for the Typhon Dauntless is coming up next. And then Fanboys and Fireballs end out the night after. But yeah, honestly, they played really good. And this goes to show so much how much the people are improving. The teams are improving. Like, season by season. If you watch, like, Plat, I mean, Plat wasn't around a few seasons ago. But you look at Diamond a few seasons ago. Compare that to now, the difference is just insane. It's so high, and you can see it from the gameplay. The stacks were clean. Femboys, their aggression was so nice. They were not giving Synergy a chance to get forward and get those attacks coming. They just kept on whenever they'd get in, they just attack, pump away, attack again, shoot away, but, repeatedly, like, not let them get an attack of their own coming in, and then really in the end, that just beat Synergy away. But there, you'll see here, obviously, on screen, at the minute, I presume. The brackets, there is obviously the 2 spots at the bottom. Well, they've gone now on my screen, but, we can probably see them. The teams are playing us against them, and they're fighting for those 2 spots. Honestly, Fanboys, having seen how well they've done here, I'm actually really pumped to see how they do in the rest of this tournament. If they can keep up this kind of gameplay, then they could be really in for a shot at taking those 2 spots coming into that Master in the next, the finals. Not even next cycle, it's finals. It's finals, guys. Next week is finals. May 14th, May 15th. But that is obviously going to be us now, isn't it, guys? We're finished up, yeah?
Yeah,
that's the game.
That's us.
So yeah, thank you so much, guys. So yeah, just a reminder, we do have 2 more games coming this way. We're gonna bounce back to Typhon, who we saw in our first match, as they will be taking on Dauntless, and then of course the Femboys, who we did enjoy seeing very much right now. We'll be back right after that, where they will take on the Fireballs, who won their game on Channel 2. So we will be back in a little bit. We're gonna get the next game all queued up for you guys. Don't go anywhere. Love you all. See you in a bit.
chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Offbeat. I am of course joined by my co-caster Lockie, and joining us in the flesh this time is Retep Worm on the sideline. Newton Dad running things, of course, expertly as always, behind the cams, getting this whole stream up and running here on Venues, here on the VR Master League Twitch channel. You know, we're having a lot of fun here, and we are revisiting Typhon, who we saw had a very dominating performance against the Biscuiteers in our first game. This time, they will be playing Dauntless. Lockie, how's it going? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been really long. No, I mean, we just watched a really painful game for Synergy, and I'm hoping to see a bit of a closer one. I mean, it was not a good show, but we've got a different one. We got Typhon, Dauntless, and Typhon, a really strong team. Did very well in the first match we watched them of, and they are the team to beat, it seems, here in this Challenger Cup. But Dauntless, never heard of this team before, never seen it play, but I know some of the people on the team. I mean, you got Danmac, Satori, and Sausage. I know that's Mandak, but I think it is the old Danmac. And those three players have been playing together for a long time, and they've been stacking for a really long time, and I'm sure they will continue to do so for just as long. So, I mean, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen, because, I mean, a team like Sausage, Satori, and Danmac, it is definitely looking to push Master, and they're fairly new, and immediately they've risen to the top of the ladder, and let's not forget Itris as well. Itris is a very experienced player, been playing a long time, and this is definitely a team that deserves Master. But then Typhon, they've proved themselves multiple times before, and they are the team to beat in this Challenger Cup. They're the #1 team in the Challenger Cup. And they're a Master team. They've been in it for almost the whole season. So, I mean, let's see what happens when they go up against a team of similar standing, a team of similar standards, and a team that's been, well, playing in Master for that much longer. I mean, whilst the team may not have been, but the players have all been in Master before. They are no alien to this area. They are no alien to this game. So, we will get to see what happens very shortly, I hope. So it's going to be an awesome game. Retep, nice of you to finally join us. See, you put on a tie to make up for the fact that you didn't join us for the first 2 games, but nevertheless, you are here now. How's it going, man? How's you feeling about this game?
Dude, I'm feeling good. So I saw you guys, Offbeat come in the suit, you in the nice shirt. I was like, God, I've got to put a tie on. I can't compete with this. But you know, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I had the first ones. I was sitting out. I was watching them. Because I wanted to conserve energy, getting the last ones in with energy. Now I'm here to see these ones. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. I'm feeling this. Typhon, with a classic team that's doing so well. I'm actually, by the way, so you know, not in the game because it's full. So you know, cut me off if they start without me knowing. But dude, Typhon's been in the game for so long. They've been here for a long time. What was that? I'm gonna. Awesome. I can't join. But yeah, Typhon's been in the game for such a long time. They've been doing so long, like, you know, playing a clean game, and they've worked it up together for like since season like 2 or 3. Coming here, reaching Master, and now fighting for that spot again. Exactly. I'm really pumped to see how they've done, because they've improved so much over the course of this season, you know, and the time that they've been in here in this Master. And of course, Dauntless, with some excellent players in there. A lot of them have been ex-Master, and they're coming in there. They want this spot. And I'm so keen to see like what they're doing with this new roster they put together in this, or you know, relatively new, towards the end of their season. How they're going to come into this new game with it, and whether Typhon can defend their spot, and or whether Dauntless is going to come in there and try and take that away from them and be the ones to try and become the Master in finals.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, one thing I'm really interested to see is we've seen Typhon go into a lot of Challenger Cups. They've had to fight for their spot in Master so many times, and every time they seem to have come out on top, and it really would be a shame. to lose the one that truly matters, the one that will keep them in for that final spot. I mean, if you think about it, all the ones before this, they don't matter at all. I mean, this is it. You either get that finalist badge or you don't, and this is what will get them that finalist badge. They've never had it before. A lot of the players, I think Tozis has had it, but I don't think SOC, Game Tech, or Lucid Knight has ever touched the concept of finals, has ever played it. So this is a huge thing for them. This is a big deal. Maybe less so of a deal for Dauntless. I think these players have played in Master before. I think three of them have played on Baby Phantoms before, back in season 3. And they're really strong teams. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it might be season 4 actually, but I don't know. Nevertheless, I mean, they're a strong team, a strong set of players, and Typhon have to fight for their position once again against a team that is no stranger to Master, and that's going to be a big challenge for them, and they're really going to be annoyed if they don't manage to maintain it on the final hurdle.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we've seen them before. Dauntless is a new composition that's coming in here. They're riding a very good run coming into the season. That's kind of what I like about Challenger Cups, is you've got kind of teams moving in opposite directions, right? You've got the master teams who haven't had the cycle they've been looking for. And you've got that kind of paired against either new teams that have been formed from former master players, or teams that have, been slowly working their way up the ladder. And they're coming in on fire because, they've earned those spots at the top. They've worked their way up. And we've got right now, Dauntless is coming in here with a 12-4 run in the 16 games they've played this season. Obviously, of course, adding on that nice little 13th win that they got in the first round that you would have seen on Channel 2 if you were watching there. But obviously you weren't, because you were here with us, where all the fun is. And so, yeah, you've got Dauntless coming in here. Their last real loss was to the Fireballs last week. But other than that, they have been on a tear, winning the other 5 of their last 6 games. And so I'm really excited to see how they pull that momentum into this game. Because, as we all kind of know, for those of us who've played it or watched it, Echo Arena is a very momentum-driven game, both within the game itself and between games, right? And there's the ready-ups. Teams are getting ready here. We are ready to start this game off. We've got Typhon on orange. We've got Dauntless on blue. Fresh slate for both these teams. Win this one, and they only need to win one more to lock themselves a spot in finals. Lockie, take it away.
All right, immediately out the tubes, and there it is. Dauntless get it, sending it over to the right. Going to be picked up by Interest, but immediately turned over as Typhon get a good grab there, sending it over to the left-hand side, now going to the bubble of Dauntless. Not able to pick it up as a stun comes through from the Dauntless stack, and now the clear comes through. Not going to work, though, as Tozis is able to pick this one up and send the reset now over to Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight on the bow tie, maybe going to look for this right pillar pass. Finds it, Sock's under a lot of pressure, though. Going to have to send it on the left, looking to somehow calm that situation down. Is the reset. Lucid Knight's going to be able to work it. Not able to find that pass, though, as Sausage with a brilliant grab manages to get the clear. And now to back it up maybe is a stack from Dauntless as they start to push in the bubble. Goes to the shield, goes to the ender. Itris gets a stun, though, and tries to get the disc back once again. No, the stack, however, from Typhon recollects and gets the clear.
Yeah, that stack from Typhon that we saw kind of all over the place in their last game. Looking to pick up right where they left off as they move in here. A couple good quick passes, getting it behind the goal. A nice move, but not able to finish as Tozis gets stunned out there. Falls back to Lucid Knight on the back, and they've got another chance. They got some space, and Sock will make no mistake on the second one. 1 minute in, and that will be Typhon taking a quick 2-0 lead, doing a very good job of moving the disc around there, even when they missed their chance, which could have been like, big problem there, because, we've seen games fall apart because of a few quick missed chances. They did a good job of restabilizing, getting that disc back, and making no mistake, and capitalizing on the second chance, taking that 2-0 lead.
Play comes through, maybe picked up by Typhon. Yes, they will manage to get a quick grab on it. And that's going to turn the disc direction. However, Dauntless pick it up immediately. However, Typhon take it straight back, sensor shots in, and no one's there to stop it on its track. And that's going to put Typhon up by 5. Dauntless, you may have rolled all the ladder teams, but you're going up against another master team now. And Game Tech is going to show them what that master level can do. Puts it in for 3. 5 2-0 now for the side of Typhon. They are coming into this strong. Yet another joust advantage for the side of Typhon. Dauntless, sorry, as they send the clear into the left-hand tunnel, trying to back it up. Going to be able to do so. It's a really good play there with that double stack formation, passing it to one another. They tried to pick it up once again, but Typhon's able to get a quick tap off, and they're not being able to pick it up as Dauntless. They still can't somehow pick it up as it's eventually teed off there by now Mac, who's going to be able to pick it up as it bounces off the cloud. Typhon get a quick grab on it, and that's all they need as it goes all the way through now into the pocket area.
Yeah, clear down. There's Lucid Knight with that stack. Oh, that isn't quite what they were looking for. Either the pass or the shot would have been good, but that kind of fell into no man's land between the two. But holding on is Lucid Knight, stalling and buying a lot of time. Got Tozis on the backside, making some space. But no, that is being picked up by Itriz, coming in very nicely there to scoop that one away and take what was a very dangerous opportunity for Typhon and turn this back around. And Mandak is going to do a good job of shielding to hold on to it for a time being, but back the other way will be Satori, clearing it off the line as Typhon is keeping up this pressure here. Dauntless had a few chances to clear and turn around some chance of their own. Maybe this is the one, though, as it's going to get cleared through that near side tunnel as Sogig they're not able to capitalize on these. They're getting them in, but they're not getting possession here as another one is picked up, and Typhon is just going to keep clearing this one back in and keep up that pressure.
Typhon able to somehow recollect that. It's a 1-on-2, but they were able to make control of it as Lucid Knight takes it, sends it back now over to Sock, who's now no longer marked as he sends it over to the left to Game Tech under goal. Somehow left unmarked as now pushes into Tozis. No, an incredible save by Satori, who completely shuts that down, and the shot goes a bit wide, and now no one on it just yet as Mac manages to get a grab on it and sending it into the left-hand tunnel. Going to be taken by Sausage. Sausage sends a clear all the way through, backed up, and a no-look shot. It's Mac who puts it in for 2, bringing them only 3 points deficit. There it is, finally, for the side of Dauntless. They've made their mark, and they will continue to do so now that they will be working with Typhon on the joust advantage. Let's see what they can do with it.
Mac. So all these names eventually we'll get it right. But it was Mandak eventually putting that one in as Dauntless looking to see if they can turn the tide here a little bit. They had an incredible defensive stand for the last couple minutes there. Somehow Typhon not able to finish any of those as the game is now down to just a 1-score game as it is moving back in, back and forth. Typhon passes it, but that one is going to miss, and that is going to be a costly turnover as Typhon has had some chances they just haven't been able to capitalize on here, where they've just been moving a little too casually or some of the passes have been off. They've been giving Dauntless a chance to stay in this, and that stack, that isn't quite what they're looking for. We saw that stack work so well in that first game where they're able to dump it and then just stack right to it. But the stacks have been a little off from Typhon here as Dauntless is going to move it in now. They've got some space. Itriz is just going to have that one miss, but gets a good bounce. They keep possession. You're looking up the nest, and that is going to be saved. Tozis getting a hand on it and clearing that one out. Not out, though. Satori is going to hold it, get that one up, and back they move the other way. It's Itriz down below. The net is open and getting filled. The stuns there. Not able to finish, though. Still intercepted, though. Itriz moving in with the shield. No! Game Trek is going to stop it this time, and finally, Typhon is going to get that one cleared.
Just a lot of really silly mistakes, I feel, there from Dauntless. And maybe that's going to punish them with a goal against them. And yeah, it will with that beautiful tee-off as Lucid Knight is going to be the one to finish it off. But I feel like that was really just a huge throw. That was really just a huge throw from Dauntless. I mean, 3 opportunities with just some silly decisions, to be honest. I mean, an early shot to start things off. I mean, it was sent about 6 meters out, and any respectable goalie's going to find a way to save that. And they were able to. And then the second shot, I mean, Mandak manages to give himself one of the hardest angles I've ever seen pushing into the goal off of a huge opportunity. And then not only that, but on the third opportunity, sending a 3-point shot rather than trying to pass it off and find a 2. I mean, they just seem to rush a lot of opportunities, which I feel like they had more time on, as maybe they're going to get punished once again for another missed opportunity on the offense as the clear comes through, however. Not all the way through. It's going to be picked up by Mandak, who gets a clear going into the right-hand side. Now picked up by Tozis. Tozis sends it onto the left. Sausage is there to recollect, but guess who's on his tail straight away? It's a stack there from Typhon, putting on a ridiculous amount of pressure, sending the right-hand clear. Picked up immediately. Shot comes through. Not on target, however. Picked up once again by Tozis. Tozis ducks one and manages to recollect it off the save and puts it in for the slam dunk. Tozis puts him up by 7.
The goalie doing as much as you could ask there, somehow stopping that first shot, but just too much overwhelming pressure from Typhon coming in there, as they do seem to be picking up the pace of their game a little bit here. They were punished a little bit early on with when they were trying to take it a little slow in behind the goal and ended up not being able to capitalize on a few scoring chances, but now they have turned up the tempo, as here comes is cleared in, there's the stack, and there's no! That is Satori getting in there. Wow, what a save, reaching through the goal to keep this one close and keep Dauntless in the game. As it's not out of harm's way yet, though. The 3 is going to miss. Satori is back on the disc and can at least get it out of harm's way, but they are slapping it clear here without a real plan. Just need to get it out of initial danger, as Typhon is going to collect this one up. It is Tozes on the back line, going to take it back from Mandak. And Typhon moving in now. They're on the shoulder, making a good move, but no, saved on the line is Satori again with another great save. 2:30 on the clock, but Dauntless needs to get control of the disc here.
Needs to find some points, and it is in the half of Typhon. They are able to do so. Good stun, though. It's a trade-off, as they won't be able to re-pick up the disc. Mandak going to send it over them on the left. Bit of a mark pass, going to find the nest. Now sending in for the shot. Bit off target, though. Going to go back into the hands of Itris, luckily, and I mean, they've scraped away with it, but was it deserved? That was a really bad shot, a really poor shot from the side of Dauntless, and it bounces so perfectly back into the hands of Itris, who finds a 2, of course, but I mean, if they want to score some more points, it's got to be in a lot more of a commanding way than that. It's got to be a lot more confirmed. They still need 5 points to be back in this, and with 1 minute and 50 on the clock, they're going to have to do it quite fast. An immediate steal will help them on that journey, but a missed 3. They will need a 3 eventually. They can try and find it now, or they can find it later, but they'll need 1. Maybe they won't actually, as Satori puts that in for 2. They can find 2 2s actually, and maybe that is what they'll go for, but a 3-point opportunity, and to not take that is a huge miss for them. Maybe just taking an extra second would have been a good idea to take the 3.
Yeah, but great job. Good read on that rollout here, as Dauntless showing they're undaunted by this lead that they need to come back from, as they're all over them again with pressure. That's going to get reset back, and there's a ton of pressure coming in. How did Tozes get out of there with that disc? All the pressure of Dauntless on them, looking for those final points now. As it is going to be picked up by Typhon. Typhon, it's going to be Sock with the disc. Sock with some space and a minute left on the clock. 3 points up now is Typhon in this first round. Oh, that reset back isn't going to fall, though. Dauntless is going to get the clear. Let's see if they can get a stack together without a leech. They're not going to be able to. That leech doing a very good job of preventing the Dauntless stack from moving up, as Typhon is just going to slowly move this up, leaving that perma goalie back just to make sure there's no quick 3s coming out. They're going to clear that one in. Just nice and easy. Let the Dauntless stack get to it and see if they can apply some pressure just to prevent them from getting set up. But that clear is going to take a nice bounce. There's a chance for the 3. That one's going to go up and high, but 30 seconds left. They're on the disc. Mandak is going to get stunned loose at night with a critical stun. 25 on the clock, and they are going to clear that one out. 20 seconds left for Dauntless to try and muster one more attack.
Dauntless manages to pick it up. They will have to look for a 3. The time has been well burnt by Typhon, and now Dauntless with a brilliant stun on the stack. They will be able to push it forward. There is an open goal. They have to get it out the bubble immediately, as Mandak looks to pick it up, sends it over to the nest. Satori with very limited time. Sausage, that is, as Itris takes it. Itris sends a shot, but no, it's not on target. It goes just above. Very close, but not close enough, as Typhon secures out the first round, and what a round it was. I mean, Retta, please take it away, man. That was incredible.
Dude, yeah, what a round coming in here. Typhon definitely showing that they can do it. You know, showing why they are that master tier spot already, and that they should, in fact, be the team to keep it. But it's only first round. Dauntless brought that back, definitely getting close here, only 3 points apart, and that attack coming right at the end. They didn't quite get it, but they are looking hot. Now, what we've seen a lot at the minute, really, is Dauntless hasn't been able to get their stacks together. You know, they've been a little bit slower. And Typhon's taken advantage of that. They've been hitting hard. They've been hitting quick in attack, strong attacks. And they have people across the board with goals. There's no one really that's pushing Typhon forward. It's a whole team thing. And that's that synergy they've worked for so long. So many seasons together, playing really, really tight. But Dauntless, they're warming up. They're definitely warming up. Honestly, I think that Dauntless, with a little bit of cooldown, they can get the stacks together a little bit faster. They can actually get this game more on their side. Because there's not much difference overall. If you look at the stats, for example, right? Possession time, 46%. That's so close. Considering at the start of this game that they were really not doing nearly as well as they could have been, only 4% is actually very close. So I'm kind of pumped to see how they do come into this round. I think that Dauntless can pull it back. We'll have to see if they do, as they do come into this second round.
Yeah, And Dauntless has all the momentum right now, right? They were applying a ton of pressure there. They made a good push there right near the end of the game to kind of pull that comeback. Let's see if they can channel that now and maybe take an early lead so they don't have to work from behind. And they had the chance at the 3, but that one is gonna miss. So they're not able to capitalize. And Typhon looking to go back the other way, but no, a good backstack from Dauntless is gonna prevent that from clearing out. That's gonna be Mandak with the disc, with some space, and with an open, a good long bounce pass is gonna be saved. At the very end, a great little play there to move it up, but Typhon will hold this scoreless as they look to clear it up the tunnel. That one is going to disconnect. A couple stuns means this is going to be floating loose in the tunnel. Eventually, that Typhon stack gets back together. They're going to move it up now as it's Lucid Knight looking across for Game Tech. Game Tech getting it away, back and forth. Nice little give and go, and that is 2 points. Lucid Knight putting the cap on what was an incredible team play there from Typhon.
Yeah, I mean, that was just perfect. That passing play, perfectly timed with brilliant passes and a bit of a mess up from the defense there of Dauntless. They had the numbers advantage and they weren't able to focus on marking the players as well as putting pressure on the disc. And unfortunately, that's going to net them -2 points. And that's an unfortunate place to be in as Lucid Knight now looking to push forward, sends a shot not on target, however, as there is a player holding back to try and save the shot as Sock manages to take it. Sock maybe just going to look to back this out. No, a brilliant grab from Mandak as Mandak sends it back now over to Itris. Itris, however, with an unfortunate clear, going to go into the station, picked up now by Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight looking for that clear, looking for that attempted pass to the stack, ready for it, but it's not going to work. However, Itris not able to pick up a disc right next to their face as now Lucid Knight's going to take it instead. Game Tech now looking to push into the bubble sensor cut. Tozis now sends it down low with a big slow swing, big wide swing, and Tozis goes all the way up to all the way down, and down it goes for 4 points on the board.
Yeah, Dauntless on the defensive side just kind of losing track of where the threats were, right? You had one on the pillar there, you had one above the goal, and a couple defenders just kind of floating in no man's land between the two, kind of trying to play that zone without realizing that there were active threats here. But Dauntless looking to see if they can turn around quick. They were looking for that stack, but read very well by Typhon, who's going to turn it back the other way. They've got a 4-on-2.
No!
It's not enough, Satori! Satori is going to get a steal with a quick flash of the hand there. Doing a great job to keep that one out and keep them in this one as Dauntless seeing if they can counterattack. The net is open, but not for long because of those stacks from Typhon. Typhon stacks doing a great job of getting back and preventing those open threes. And now Dauntless will look to slow it up here. Dauntless doing a bit of work to try and see if they can break up that stack and moving in with a little bit of space here. And Itriz is going to put that one in. Great job by Dauntless to maintain possession there. And now with their first points of the round, cutting this lead to 2.
I mean, let's talk about that save. What an incredible save. With 4 against 2, a seemingly incredibly hectic position, and Satori yet again proves herself as a goalie. I mean, she's done it so many times this game. She's got 4 saves on the board, and it may even be more as a shot comes through from Typhon, not on target though. But yes, Satori's made so many saves, and it's been so clutch for the side of Dauntless, and they just now need to make it work more often. They need to capitalize off those saves a bit more, as they did just in that play, because it worked out so beautifully for them. As Lucid Knight sends it up high, and Satori's not able to save that one. It was so close there. I was watching out for it, but it wasn't close enough as the 2 points just flies by her hands. Game Tech manages to find the angle, and there's a 4-point lead once again, hitting right back where it hurts, straight onto the side of Dauntless.
Yeah, there is that nice period right after you've been stunned where you can still move and hold the disc but are free from getting stunned again. And Typhon doing a great job to pick that as Game Tech getting the disc fed to them right as they got unstunned and were able to move in there. Made it really hard for the defense to do much there. What a save! That shot was coming in so quick, next to no reaction time, and incredibly kept out here as Typhon looking to keep Dauntless down at 2 points as they counterattack here. The defense is all back, but they do still have some spaces. Neither target really there, though. Maybe looking for the bounce shot. That one's not going to fall, though, as Dauntless looking to see if they can get a stack going back the other way. They've got the disc down below. They haven't got a stack together. That's going to bounce off Boot. It's going to take a bit of an awkward bounce up into the corner where it is going to be picked up. But stolen. Game Tech with a good steal coming out of nowhere is going to get it cleared. And Typhon with that stack coming back the other way, and that is a 3 on an open goal. Typhon with those quick stacks. Dauntless, no time to recover, and it's a 9-2 lead.
It's just a little silly mistakes there that Dauntless have to avoid. I mean, when you recollect the disc and you know that there's a stack coming from behind you, you have to grab onto a block and change your direction. You cannot just float aimlessly towards the goal. There's no chance in hell that they're gonna let you do that. As once again, the Typhon stacks with a brilliant turnover, however, immediately turned back over and then immediately turned over again as Sock picks this one up finally and gets the clear. No one on it just yet as the stacks from Typhon look to recollect this. Lucid Knight trying some tricks, not gonna work. Sausage trying to juke off one of the players from Typhon, not gonna work either. Gets stunned out as Sock backs up a clear from the side of Typhon as that one goes dangerously close towards the goal. Picked up by Lucid Knight somehow, sends a shot on the backboard, but not on target. A bounce off the pyramid of the backboard, not straight towards the goal, but away from it as it goes all the way through now into the bubble of Typhon as it's picked up there. A missed shot though! Satori with letting the go of the disc a little bit too early, and Sausage now able to repick this one back up to reignite the offense that they once had. Mandak's gonna be the one to finish it, and there it is. Finds the final shot, and there's the 2. 9-4, 5-point lead only now for the side coming of Typhon. It's a long stretch for Dauntless still. 5 points is a lot in the game that we're seeing right now. It's not a high-scoring one, but Typhon are playing so well as well, and Dauntless are up to a challenge now.
Yeah, Dauntless doing a good job there of kind of, they went for the quick attack didn't work, and they quickly transitioned back into that, you know, more stabilized, slower attack, and, you know, they waited for the offense to set up, waited for some pass options to open up, and as soon as the pass options were there, they pounced. But back the other way is Typhon with so much space. Sock just, that's about as easy as it gets. The 3-on-1 goalie can't really do much there. And Typhon answering right back, keeping that dominant lead, keeping that 7-point lead, and trying to keep this just out of the reach of Dauntless. Just making sure they don't get any hope, right? Because hope is really all they have driving themselves right now. They need to keep that spirit up if they want to turn this around. They need to believe that, yeah, we can just at any point here get a couple quick goals, but it's not going to happen there. That stack coming back from Typhon is going to break up the attack, and they'll clear it up and out of harm's way.
Typhon now looking to repick this up. Itris putting on a lot of pressure, but not enough as Sock picks it up once again, sends a shot. They're going to be a bit low, bouncing back down. Luckily for Typhon, right back into their hands as Lucid Knight spins, and there it is. Lucid Knight finds the 2. That's going to put them up by 9 now. That's an unfortunate bounce coming for Dauntless as it bounces off the underside of the goal and just goes straight back into the hands of Game Tech, who's able to lay it up for Lucid Knight. And Lucid Knight, of course, putting in a little bit of a flare onto it as Typhon once again going to be able to hit straight onto Dauntless, and they have yet another joust advantage to pass. Not so accurate, and of course, Typhon will capitalize. Dauntless, however, with a good grab there, going to save them from yet another few points potentially being added on as Typhon picks it up once again. Lucid Knight's going to be able to slap it away real quick as it goes up high. No one on it just yet, going to be picked up by Tozis. Tozis going to take a second before he sends that one through. It goes up now into the bow tie, the underside of the bow tie. No one on it just yet. It's going to be picked up instead by Satori. Satori's going to get a clear as it goes towards the bow tie just on the back of it. Itra is able to pick it up. Itra is with a 2-on-1, but one of the players floated into the tube, and he will be punished for that as it's left to a 1-on-1. Itra finds the 2 as the player accidentally fell into the tube, and that left him in a 1-on-1. That's a really unfortunate position to be in.
Oh, Lucid Knight got shot so far back there, so far back, like right back to where they spawn. And yeah, it left it with a 1-on-1 for the goalie. And the goalie probably just thinking like, where is my teammate? What is going on? I swear I stacked back here with someone. But yeah, Dauntless still hanging around there. 7-point difference is going to be a 3-score game, which might be a little too much. They're going to need to do something quick if they want to be able to force that critical round 3. And they are going to get it cleared up and through the tunnel. But stuns coming in from Tozis is going to keep that from being a quick conversion. They do need to score here. They're slowing it up, but they don't really have that much time to slow it up. Minute 15 left on the clock. They'll send that across. That is Mandak on the side. Has a pass. Oh, a nice little move, and that is 2 points. 1:08 left on the clock. It's still doable, but they're going to have to act fast.
Yeah, they have about 4 seconds or so for each goal, to be honest. They're not in a good position. They're going to have to be really, really quick to somehow make this work. They've got not long. I mean, I think they have about 30 seconds actually on the clock to make this goal happen. But one of them's going to have to be a 3 as well, remember. And that's definitely going to be hard to find as the clear comes through here. They have to score within the next 20 seconds. That's not a good turnover that they did not want for sure. As they pick it up, once again, Typhon, if they can put on points here, that'll be the game. He's actually just going to hold it, and what a smart decision as Sock now takes it. Sock sends it to the backboard. That is that, as Lucid Knight just slaps them back smack in the face, and there it is. There's the game for you, and it's Typhon that did it. Potentially two of the best teams out here coming toe-to-toe, but no, it was not toe-to-toe today as, I mean, Typhon just played so well, and I feel like they had a lot of control in that second game, and Retup thought that they might not have the strength in this second round, and Dauntless was starting to warm up and get ready for this game, but no, it looks like it was on the other side, and Typhon were able to just put so many points on the board. As Dauntless find another 3 on the board, but Retup, man, what are you thinking now that you've seen this final outcome of the scores?
Yeah, Dauntless didn't quite bring it back. You know, they came close. Honestly, 4 points apart at 15 is definitely close. But they just could not quite get it down in the end. I mean, yeah, they played really well. Honestly, I'm kind of pumped to see how they do in the loser bracket, right? You said they could be the 2 best teams in this tournament. Just seeing the gameplay, seeing how well they did against it. Because it's hard, honestly. When you're against a team that's really good like Dauntless, it's hard to tell how good the team is, right? Because, you know, when you're being beaten like this, it doesn't show it very well. But you're right. I think Dauntless is a very good team. It'll be really interesting to see how they do in the rest of that losers bracket, because they will be, you know, they got to play good. They got to play some really good games. Honestly, if they're gonna have to win every other game, if they can get to the end, we could see them against each other again. But that's a long time away. Right now, they need to reset themselves and get ready for their next match, which was going to be coming for soon. But honestly, it was a clean game. It was very, very clean. Regardless, I think Typhon playing so consistent, and that's really what it is, right? They're a consistent team, and they played consistent. They had the stacks coming, they had the fast attacks, they had some really good moves all around. I mean, you know, look at the stats across the board there. They have most of possession time still, right? They had the possession, and we saw it in game. There were a lot of turnovers each side, but Typhon were able to recover it so often, getting the attacks coming, and getting the pressure down on Dauntless. And that kind of momentum is going to be good for them coming into tomorrow, because that is pretty sure their last round of the day. We'll be seeing one more match up after this, but that's their last game. These guys have done on both sides. They're going to get to relax and come back tomorrow. So get to work on what they've made mistakes on, get ready for the teams they've played, and make sure they're coming into it hot and playing the best of their ability, because this is their last chance to get Master, right? As you said, Typhon's last chance to stay Master. I mean, they've won 2 of their matches, only needed a couple more, really. Was it 1 more win or 2 more wins to get it in? It's 1 more, is it, right? Yeah, 1 more win.
So.
1 more win,
yeah.
and Typhon's through.
Winning, they're in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
winning, they're in. Dauntless now need 2 more, because they now 1 and 1 each other. But really good goal played all around. Both teams could be really good to watch as the rest of this tournament. And, but we are going to bring to, we have 1 more game coming up. How long do we have until that starts off? Voice of my ear?
It starts at 15 past. So yeah, we got what, 18 minutes now.
18 minutes? Oh, sweet. That's ages. Oh, there's no rush at all. All right, we have no rush at all then, so that we can absolutely talk about it. I mean, Lockie then, right? As a master tier player yourself, right? At the top of the game, you've been around the block and you've got some great analysis skills. I actually really want to know from you, right? Because obviously I can see from my point of view, I can see what these guys doing, and, you know, see the gameplay, how well Typhon got everything back, the stacks and everything. Can I ask you, what do you think it is that Dauntless didn't quite manage to do this game?
I mean, Dauntless had such really strong stacks. I feel like they were most in control with their stacks. I mean, out of the 2 teams, if you went in a stack to stack game, just stacks versus stacks, it's entirely Dauntless. They had the power in terms of stacks, but a lot of the passing plays I feel fell short. A lot of times for the side of Dauntless, they weren't able to connect towards the end, and there's a lot of times as well they just let the side of Typhon through when they really shouldn't. They really shouldn't have let Typhon get through and find a way. I mean, there was so many opportunities where Typhon had been stopped in the defense, and that's something that I really think you have to capitalize on. If you're able to somehow clutch a defense, I mean, it's so hard to stop a defense. The numbers and the odds are stacked so far against you that if you're able to do it, you must get something out of it, right? You've done so well to stop the other team that you must get something out of it, and I feel like they were so good at that, so good at stopping Typhon, but then so bad at transitioning to their own attack, transitioning to their own punch, and they were never really able to consistently hit back on Typhon. And I feel like if they were able to control themselves a lot more, there's a lot of times I feel like Dauntless are not 100% with their opportunities. I'm all for clear and boost in a situation where it's like, you're clearing to a place where you know you're clearing it, and the stack knows it's going there, so you both go to it. It's more like a ghost pass, right? Your teammate says, I'm going to send it left tunnel, and the stack says, we're ready for it, and they send it left tunnel. There's no chance, really, that the defender stacks are going to be there first, because they don't know where it's going. They have the whole place to worry about, whereas your stacks are already on the way there. And I feel like there was a lot of times where they had, like, it was just a clear. It's just random, right? It wasn't precise. It wasn't thought about. They just cleared it through and tried to chase after it. They did the thought process after they actually sent the decision, right? I feel like they made their decisions before they thought about them. And if they took more time right before they made that final decision, I feel like they could have been a lot more powerful on Typhon. And Typhon, that's what they were good at doing. I mean, there was a lot of times that Typhon was very controlled, and their passing plays around the bubble. I mean, there's so many times they were so controlled in their offenses. It was almost a miracle that I could manage to see Dauntless get even the few stops in defense that they did. But Typhon felt so in control. Every single time I saw Typhon get the offense, I felt like they were going to be absolutely perfect in getting it through the field. And they're so good at resetting and everything in the offense. I felt like they just had the control when they had disc, and I didn't feel that with Dauntless. I felt like there's a lot of times when Dauntless had the disc, it wasn't a certainty. And for a team like Dauntless, that's something that they need to work on, and they are such a strong team. Unfortunately, they're going to be knocked down to the lower bracket, but they're not out just yet. And as I said before this game started, they're such a strong team. I feel like they can definitely get in, but they're going to be competing against a lot of other teams now. And Typhon seem almost certain to get through now. They've done so well this game. They've done so well in the previous game. Every single game they're playing now is just so in control. They feel leagues ahead of the rest of the teams in Challenger Cup. Whether or not that will be the case for the future games, I'm not sure, but that was certainly the case in these past games. Their control and the way they play the game seems just so much more at a higher level than the other teams.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Lockie, Retep. We will be back. We will be back soon. We got one more game, as you can see there on the bracket, or saw on the bracket. We have the Fanboys, who we saw here on the stream earlier today, pulling that upset against Synergy, versus the Fireballs. So don't go anywhere. Game will be starting right away, and we will be back even sooner. Take care.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat.
All right, there we go, guys. And hello, welcome back to VR Master League over here. Welcome to Venues. Welcome back to the Challenger Cup here for Europe. We have now another new game coming in: Fireballs versus Fanboys. Fireballs were actually master on the cycles. Fanboys have not been master yet, but they are trying to fight for it. We did see them do a lovely game earlier, and they're going to try and do that for 2 in a row. But I have with me Lockie11. You know him, he's been here all day. And of course, the amazing, the wonderful, many fans, Offbeat, here on the sidelines. There's one as well, Newton Dad behind the camera. We have a few minutes, actually, because we don't believe these guys have each other added at the minute, so they haven't joined the game. So I'm not giving them a name and shame right here, but that's what we're doing. And no, but we have a minute to give us time now to chat and have a moment to talk about this game. As Lockie does immediately disappear.
That's fun. You love to see that.
We love to see that. Lockie is now a little OBS symbol on screen, so that if you're wondering, and everyone but Lockie has disappeared. There he is. But while he's doing that, while he's sorting that out, Offbeat, I hear you wanted to say something fun to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've been going here. We've been going at a rapid pace, despite all these nice little 2-0 games, which have been a ton of fun to watch. But we do, of course, want to say special thank you to all of our sponsors who make the league possible, who help it run, and specifically a special shout out to HyperX, who, of course, you've seen the ads for them before. They've been running on the stream, but they were so very kind to gift a number of us casters with this lovely headset here, which I have been enjoying so far. Just, of course, wanted to give a shout out. The headset itself is the HyperX Cloud Alpha, and I just wanted to quickly say I've used it for a few days, and it is still at the exact same battery life as when I started using it, which I think is kind of insane. So, special thank you.
Jealous.
Right?
I'm really happy.
It's been fun so far. So yeah, just thanks to HyperX and of course all our awesome sponsors for helping make this league a reality. It's great to have. We thank you so much for helping us do what we do here and putting on this level of production that we get to do.
Dude, I love how HyperX their headsets, honestly. That's not even a bit. Like, they haven't given me a headset. Unlike some of us, apparently. I still use them. I'm jealous of that. I'm going to get them to give me one day. But in the meantime, guys, something even better for you is a match. The first joust comes out and taking it immediately in hand is going to be the Fireballs to kick off this one, but immediately losing that disc to the Fanboys. Fanboys going for the clear and managing to get it all the way upfield as the... No, not getting it in hand yet. Grack is going to try and chase that one down. Grack being Grackus there. I believe it's Grackus. I'm pretty sure Grackus is actually right. I'm reading it. It doesn't look right, but that is how I've always heard it said, and he said it said. As HyperX, not Hyper, I'm thinking HyperX now. Hyper takes the shot. Take that one in. That is going to be a shot there. A goal for Fireballs.
Yeah, Goblin manages to make that one work, and a good shot. They've already come out.
Well, not quite.
The first 2 points now, as going to see the joust advantage now coming in. So let's see what they can manage to do with it. They're going to come out the tubes immediately. Picked up by Wilfred R. Wilfred R is going to send it over to the left. Not picking up it immediately, though. As Starkey looks to recollect. Not able to do so, though, as GB's going to take it, send it to Hyper. Hyper now looking to send this down low. Going to bounce it up, and no one on it just yet. It's going to be picked up, however, by Starkey, as Starkey sends this low. Fireballs, however, recollect it immediately as Hyper takes it. Hyper sends a left pass. Not going to be able to find its mark, though, as now it's not going to be picked up by anyone just yet. VR Zeta gets handled. Woosie immediately steals it back, though. So Woosie maybe going to look for this top mid clear. Going to find it, actually, as Fireballs tracing after it. But no, a missed bounce, and it's going to be picked up by Fireballs eventually as VR Zeta takes it, sends to clear, or maybe even a shot attempt, but Woosie manages to shut that one down and sends it up high now, bouncing back into the half of Fireballs.
Yeah, here they go now. Fanboys want a goal. They haven't got one yet. It's 1 minute 40 into the first round. They haven't been able to get one. The Fireballs do. But they could be it here. Upside down, but no! Upside down, but can't see the player there next to them. As Zeta is going to take that one away. Long shot down below. Open goal. Opportunity. Crack. Swing. And
whoa! What?
Oh, they get that one in. Crack taking that one in for the first one of the, second point. Second point of the round.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate position to be in for Goblin. Gets the save, but taking it right back is Krakus, who's going to immediately find the next two. And 7 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock for the next joust advantage for the side of the Fanboys. It sends the pass over to the left, finding the relay on the left. The goal is open for a little while, but not be able to take the shot as the stack get back immediately. Goblin now takes the disc on the right low, gonna send the reset. Not gonna be on target, but will be picked up eventually by Wilfred as Wilfred sends a very long pass over to the left. A lot of pressure there for Woosie, but handles it well as he pushes in, and there it is. Woosie gets the enter and pushes in from shoulder and finds the net. There it is, 2 points, 4-2, 2-point deficit now for the Fanboys, and Fireballs on for their first joust advantage of the game.
Yeah, bringing that one back. Potentially, Fanboys want to get some goals, and they're going to start off like that. But hey, Fireballs now, as you said, their time to shine, their time to do a little QB action as GB sits there with the disc in hand, waiting for it. Passing across their teammates. Oh, nice pass back and forth right now. Going to try and avoid this stack that is behind them, but the stack seems to be split up by the back stack of Fireballs, giving them a chance to go for this attack, as Zeta is going to work out. Taking the time, Swore getting pressure, but they do pass it off just in time to GB, and the goalie saves that one, but not getting the clear yet. Gubin is going to look for it, and they are going to find that one, bring it back, but instead it is going to go into the hands of Grak, as Grak passes it forward again, Zeta. Zeta shooting up, the stun comes out, and the clear follows it quickly.
And now, see the clear coming through, and the shot, there it is. Goblin's going to be able to find the 2 on the slam dunk, and there it is. 4-4 tying up the points now. Fanboys put on another few points.
Yeah, dude, bringing that one back. Fireballs have definitely slipped there a little bit. They had a nice little lead, but then they ran forward, stepped on a little banana, and slipped it down. Instead, they are going to be needing to make sure that they can get back on their feet once again if they're going to get this game down, because right now, 4 points in a row from Fanboys. And again, but they work around. Taking time. Passing across. Under pressure, they do get stunned out. Can they recover the disc in time? It looks like they do just about. GB between hands. Oh my god, recovered there by Gubin. Not going to go into that goal. It's going to be recovered by the stack. The stack, the open goal, and the shot. And the Fanboys, 3 points. Now 7 points to 4.
Yeah, that 3 points is very crucial as well. Going from 4-0 to just lay on 7 points immediately and putting them up by 3. I mean, what a huge change immediately. That is insane from the side of Fanboys. Now, we're going to see yet again the Fireballs coming out here. It's going to be picked up by GB. GB maybe with finding this left-hand opportunity. Going to look for it, but not find it as it bounces off the Pac-Man. Luckily, Hyper's able to pick that one up. VR Zeta's going to pick it up now, and VR Zeta looking for a stack with Hyper is now... Pass is sent over to Grakas, as Grakas are going to have to send a reset to GB. Good passing play there to take out the stack, but the stack's actually not taken out, and they're still going as the pass is missed, bounces off shoulder, and not read by the side of Fireballs. However, a bit too much juking. He's going to be punished, maybe. No, not with an inaccurate shot like that. However, it's picked up by the side of Fanboys. However, immediately taken back by GB, and GB now has his right low pass available. Maybe not going to make it. Maybe just going to opt for this reset or the right-hand cloud pass as he finds it to Grakas. As Grakas going to push this towards the goal. Grakas sends it up to shoulder. A beautiful passing play there. Bounces on the ding, though, and Wilfred picks it up off the ding. Picked back by GB, however, as he sends it high left. Going to be picked up by Hyper, and Hyper looking for yet another push into the bubble. Passes to VR Zeta. VR Zeta, there it is. And Hyper gets the stun on Wilfred R, who will not be making yet another save this time. VR Zeta puts it in for 2. 1 point deficit now for the Fireballs.
Yeah, 1 point deficit. Looking close. Looking really close here, as they do have 4 minutes to go. It's plenty of time. 4 minutes is a lot of time for them to bring this one back on their side. But Fanboys done some really good moves. They can keep control of this. If they can get this attack working here, it could be really, really good. But the pressure is on. Wizzy on the back. Passes upfield, deep, all the way up. Can they find a pass option in time before Grak takes him out? He is able to get that little reset there. But now, they have a chance. They're working around. Is he going to find the pass option? Well, at the minute, everyone's marked. So we're just going to take their time. Walk it up. Look for a pass. Finding it there. Swinging it in. Underneath. A little low one. It's sneaky. And the Fanboys regain a nice, strong 3-point lead once again.
Yeah, a really good play there as well. Wilfred R finds a 2, and there they are. 3 points up once again, 9-6. 6-9, and now once again Fireballs are going to have to go for yet another just advantage to come out the tube immediately, and GB takes this, finding this right-hand pass. Not going to be accurate enough, though, and a lot of these QB passes aren't accurate enough, and you really just have to confirm these, because if you can't even get out your own half off the QB, there's no chance that you could put points on the board. As yet another miss clear or something like that has gone wrong, and Starkey's now going to send the reset, a good reset at that. Wilfred's going to pick it up, and Wilfred maybe going to look for this left high pass. it's available, but VR Zeta's trying to read it. Grakas and VR Zeta now have a stack, and they're going to be putting on as much pressure as possible. Right pillar was left open, though. Jumps for it, goes to Ghost, as now Starkey takes it. Starkey sends it to Woosie, but Woosie gets stunned out by VR Zeta, who manages to get a clear all the way through into the tunnel. It's going to be picked up now by Woosie. Somehow manages to get the grab on it. VR Zeta once again manages to pick it up. No one on it just yet. Going to be picked up by the bounce by Grakas. Grakas now going to look for this left-hand tunnel clear. Maybe not an accurate tunnel clear, though, as it's taken once again by Gooblin. And Gooblin with a left-hand pass over to the frame. Woosie loses it to the block, though. And now Hyper has a huge opportunity to push it forwards.
Yeah, here it is. Upfield. Attack
no.
comes in. And, oh my God. VR Zeta taking that one in absolutely no time at all. Absolutely no time. There's 1 single point difference in this game now. They have a lot of chance to pull us back in those 2 minutes, but Fanboys only have to hold out for 1 minute 45 and they have the disc. They don't even need to really pass upfield. They can take their time and make things slow a little bit, but they're not going to take their time at all. They want to go fast. A long shot up means it is going to get caught in the hands there. Open goal. Open opportunity. Bouncing down below, not quite going to go in. Instead, it is going to be behind there on the side there of Gooblin. Gooblin looking for a pass. Finding it. Shooting it. And taking that one in as Starkey does get that goal. And now, 3 points apart. Very possible to come back from. For the Fireballs, they need to get a 3 point if they're going to do it.
Yeah, 1 minute. I mean, I think they can find 2-2s, but it's unlikely.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be really quick to do it. But a 3 is preferable here. If they can find it, as now Fireball's immediately coming out. No, that is not what you want! And I saw it coming in as Gooblin gets a brilliant steal. GB takes his eye off the man, coming towards him for just a split second, and Gooblin sneaks in, and just like a goblin, gonna steal it away and score the goal. 50 seconds left, and now they have to score 2. One of them must be a 3, one of them must be a 2. It is possible, but it is unlikely as well. They must go really fast, and a first missed pass is not a way you want to go about it, as now Hyper's got the disc. Hyper's going to have to look for a pass somewhere. Got to score within about a couple seconds now, but no, it's going to be taken instead by the side of the Fanboys, who now send it through, and now VR Zeta able to pick it back up. Got to score within the next 5 seconds if you want any chance to score. Grakas going to be able to take the disc, and he's got to take the shot now, and he hasn't taken it, and that's going to cost them, as now they are not able to come back and not able to win. Very close game, but not close enough in the end, as Fanboys take the first round.
Yeah, the first round, very cleanly actually. Bringing that one back from the losing it at the beginning to again getting a lot of points in a row. It's really, really nice attacks. But tell us all about what happened and why exactly it was that Fanboys were able to take that one away from the Fireballs here. We have our very, very handsome analyst here in the suit. You know, so I know he's smart. Offbeat, what happened, man?
You know what? We've seen Fanboys now. This is the second time on this cast that we have seen them. And they pulled a big upset in the first game, and certain other unnamed VRML personalities definitely wanted to attribute a ton of this to the fact that Typhon, sorry, not Typhon, Synergy was playing without a couple of their starters here. So this is really a statement game coming in now. For the Fanboys here, who are kind of trying to say, hey, we are a legitimate good team in their own right. So after knocking off the number 2 seed in that first round, they're coming in here, it's another uphill battle. This is the number 4 seed, right? It's not getting much easier. And they are doing exceptionally well here against the Fireballs. One player I really want to highlight it's not going to stand out to you a lot on the score sheet, and that's Starkey. Starkey, yes, is leading here with 5 points, but hasn't traditionally been a big scorer, at least in what we've seen from them so far today. But Starkey has done an exceptional job of always being in the right place at the right time on the offensive side. That is either with getting to an open pass to take these, but most significantly that I've noticed, so many goals from other teammates have happened because he gets that perfect stun timing. The stuns that just let the goal go in, and the goalie, you know, can't do much about it. Goalie's out. Round 2. You take it back, guys.
Yeah, round 2 coming in here, and gonna come in hot as the Fanboys get the first hit. But here we go around. Beautiful analyst there. Beautiful. A beautiful man himself. As they do take that one away, but they are going to be working upfield once again. Fanboys recovering the disc, taking it in hands, and going to work for an attack. Passing around. They have the numbers in position. They do! Just in time! They take that one in. Starkey shoots that one in, gets the goal, and is going to start off this round with a bang.
hell of a risky pass there from Starkey. Really, really risky. I mean, I didn't think that pass was available to Starkey there, but Starkey thinks differently, and a great grab and immediately putting it in the goal straight away. I mean, he had very limited time. He had a lot of pressure on him. He had to put it in immediately, as he did manage to do so, as now see a push from the other side, though, and an attempt. Clear and boost goes through. Goblin somehow gets away with it, and he's a bit faster than the Fireballs as the clear comes through. Shot attempt, actually. But Starkey repicks it up, and there it is. Starkey will be the one to put in for yet another 2. He's put 4 on the board so far. He's doing quite well, as Offbeat said.
Yeah, definitely doing good. I mean, Fanboys are looking to take this game in 2. And as we do at the minute, as things start off, if they can keep doing this, they really could do it. They really could do it. And as Fireballs can turn things around very, very quickly. But they really don't want to let Fanboys get carried away with these points. The GB walks us up, scared of that stack there. The stack pressures a little bit, able to get on them in time, but then they get the passes round too fast. Fireballs looking very clean with these passes, but getting a bit close together. Have to spread out a little bit. They do manage to do that before the stack hits them and takes that disc away. Now they're going to pass. A missed pass, though. Could be bad, but the stack has broken apart, so they have the time to find the attack instead. Hyper. Up top. Zeta. Zeta working around. Walking it up. Oh, but passing back and across to the retail isn't there. No, it's the stack's there, and the stack gets the clear through. Can they get it down in time? They do miss that disc, but they could recover it from that back player. No, instead Fireballs get another chance. Leads the life back into the hands of Woozy Baxter.
Clear comes through now, and no one on it just yet. No stacks on their way except for that one. Fireball's able to pick it up immediately. VL Zeta takes it over to GBN. The goalie jumps towards GB, and it could have worked, apart from the fact that the goalie jumped miles to the side of GB, and an unfortunate play there from the side of Fanboys is going to get them hit back in the face for the first time this round. As immediately Fireballs have finally got the first 2 points this round, as now we're going to see the joust advantage for the side of Fanboys as they're going to pass it over on the relay left. That is a mistake to make, though, as it's a brilliant catch there from the Fireballs, but Fanboys immediately pick it back up and do a brilliant catch of their own as the clear comes through here, and another pick up, and the shot goes through. It's a bit high, though, and the stacks are back to pick it up, but they don't. As Starkey gets a good grab on the player there, and a brilliant catch and a spin shot from Woozy. Oh my god, that was insane. I mean, catching it on the bottom, and then a brilliant pass from Starkey. I'm not sure how Starkey managed to get that disc, let alone tee it off for Woozy, and Woozy to just put the cherry on top by spinning that into the goal. What an incredible play.
Yeah, really clean. Definitely looking good. As they are now 4 points up. Less than 4 minutes down in this game. As Fireballs getting risky there. The stack is quick. The Femboy stack, front stack there, is looking very clean. That stack of Woozy and Goblin. They're trying to chase down the disc. But right now, Fireballs are able to keep it out of their hands. Some really good passing plays. And there's the stun on the stack. Stack is now broken apart, and they have split. It could be good for Fireballs to get attacking up. But they are going to take their time. Not get rushed. GB, great, not seeing the player behind him, though. The stun comes out, hits that head. The clear comes in, recovered once again by that back player, Zeta. But they are going to need to work this around. If they're going to get some points coming, because with 6 minutes to go, they need to make sure that they can actually get them, and they don't actually end up getting, again, unfortunately, they are being held back right now. They're being held back by the really good defense by Fanboys.
GB just going to take his time. He's only 4 points down, and he doesn't have to push forwards, but at the same time, a good stun there, but a missed shot. I mean, what a huge opportunity. They waited for the player to win the brawl and get away for just a second to be able to push them into the bubble, but a huge amount of panic comes from the Fireballs, and then that's going to punish them. They will lose the disc, but they will get it back immediately and set up another attacking opportunity. But can they make this one work? Hopefully better than last time, as now it's picked up once again by GB. GB on looking from a omniscient position as he sends a shot. No way, VR Zeta stays unscathed there and somehow finds a way to take a shot before he gets stunned out. VR Zeta finds a way to wriggle his way through. And there it is, 2 points on the board, and that's only a 2-point deficit now for the Fireballs.
Yeah, really close now. We're getting into a real bit of dangerous territory here for the Femboys. This Fireballs is starting to bring this one back. And there it is! There's the stun! There's the clear coming in from this stack. They get there in time, they do. Ooh, just recovering that disc in time. There's the open goal. Fireballs take that one back, and now they're even. 6 points each. Looking like they can really get back on top of this game, and they want to get us that round 3. And as this is the last game of the day, I mean, we always want to see round 3s. But as the last game of the day for EU, we definitely want to see it in this one. We want to see Fireballs bringing that one back to that round 3. But right now, Fanboys have another attack.
As well as the fact that that stack from Fireballs weren't able to pick up that disc, and somehow Gooblin gets a touch on, sorry, not Gooblin, Starkey gets a touch on that, not Starkey, Woosie manages to get a touch on that disc and pass it over to Gooblin. Woosie will eventually get it back, and now it's back in the hands of Gooblin. Good intercept though by VR Zeta to stop that attack dead in its tracks, and now they back it up with a quick stack immediately, and now they back it up with yet another stack, and what a play it was, but Hyper gets greedy and goes for a slam dunk round the back rather than just taking the shot, and that is going to punish them maybe. Hyper does manage to re-pick this one back up, sending the boop shot, looks on target, it's very close, not close enough as it just bounces off that pyramid, going to be picked up by VR Zeta, sent back to Hyper, good passing play there to maintain this control as VR Zeta once again takes this disc, sends it for the reset over to GB, and GB maybe going to look for this left pass, but it looks like Gooblin's trying to mark it whilst pushing, trying to get a good intercept here. It's 6-6 with 3 minutes on the clock, and GB's taking his time.
Yeah, not getting rushed into anything as they walk this one up. There's the attack coming, the duck comes out instead! The duck and a stun means that Fireballs now, for the first time this round, are going to be taking the lead. With 3 minutes to go, momentum clearly on their side right now. They're in a really good spot, but here's Fanboys' attack. They have 3 minutes to go. They just need to work out to get a few points, get some momentum coming, and they can be really back on top of this one, as it is going to be another QB.
Passing to the left-hand tunnel, a huge amount of pressure from those Fireballs stacks, but missed pass, missed collection from Starkey as GB picks it up. Pressured by Starkey, however, going to find this right-hand tunnel pass, even though the player was quite close to it. However, the stack there from Fanboys won't pick it up, and there it is. There's a 3 points to punish that stack of Fanboys who weren't able to recollect that disc. VR Zeta is able to recollect it and is able to hit that shot. There it is, 3 extra points, 5-point lead. And now it is starting to look really dangerous for Fanboys. We might see a round 3.
We really might. It looks like, honestly, if things continue this way, because they are now 5 points up, and I'm showing no signs of slowing down. There's another, oh no! I was going to say that's a little bit of defense from the Fireballs, but instead it is going to be, never mind, Fireballs do take that one back. Hyper on the back line, recovering that disc, as they do get it back again. Fire, ooh, no mind! Fanboys! Trying to get a disc in hand, they do slap it away behind them, looking to get it clear, but the Fireballs are on it. They are hot, the goal is open, the shot comes in, it's not quite connected yet, but instead they are going to try and recover it. They do. GB.
Oh, that hurts.
They take it in, and they get that one in. GB with a long 3 to take that one to a staggering height, 8 points up.
Yeah, that really hurts, because that's just taking it from a position where there's definitely a lot to play for, and it's definitely doable, to a position where if it's not impossible, it is near impossible. So Wilfred R is going to send a left-hand pass, and immediately a pick up for Grackers, and they've got a 4-on-1 in their hands immediately with a bounce pass being sent up. Hyper's there, no one's there to back him up, and Wilfred is stunned out with no help in the world. Hyper puts that in for the extra punch just at the end of the game, and that puts them up by 2.
And here's a little fun fact. 19 seconds, apparently. If they play and get, in 19 seconds, they can get, like, 10 points. Never mind. That's actually not true anymore. But, still, it does mess me up how much time they could have had. But regardless, Fireball's coming away. They're saying that magical time, even if it was the old time. We don't care. There's another 3 points. We're now 13 points up. They've worked down from, like, a 4 points down to 13 up. In this round, in the last few minutes only, they've become hot. They've started burning, and now they really want to get this one in hand. As it is now, too late, Fanboys bring this back, but not too late for them to get some momentum. And right now, they need it if they're going to stop this Fireball charge.
I mean, this score difference makes this game look like it was an absolute domination, but it really wasn't. And that is a beautiful play there. Sends a 3-point shot, but not on target. Maybe he was actually just looking for the pass, or maybe the attempt on the stunned goalie was there, but either way, it's going to work out for them, and they'll find a 2 points, and as you said, maybe going to break a little bit of this momentum, as that will be time, and that is that. 19-8 in favor of Fireballs, and we're going to see a round 3 offbeat. Please, take it away, man.
So excited to see a round 3. First round 3 we've seen here, at least on this channel today. Very different Fireballs team we saw coming out there. And I think it's interesting because Echo is absolutely a game of momentum. We see this time in and time out. But I wouldn't be super surprised if the Fanboys, after they fell behind enough where you could kind of see, okay, they're not winning this round. you can kind of see okay, we are obviously going to make some changes, right? We're going to make some changes on the break, but let's stick to what's working or what's not working here in round 2 and, not tip off the fireballs to what we might be planning in the future, right? Right now, the fireballs are thriving so well because they are reading those rollouts from the Fanboys so far. They're reading them really well. They're forcing bad passes. They're forcing interceptions, all that stuff across the board to kind of take command of the second half of that game here. So I'm not at all surprised. If I were in the Fanboys position, I'd be going, hey, let's keep throwing them a few interceptions, make them feel real smug about how they're doing. They're like, oh yeah, we've got this totally in the bag. We've got them perfectly read. Then you go back to your locker room in between rounds. You say, okay, now we're gonna make some adjustments. They think they're all so smug sure of themselves, and we're gonna roll out with something new here, right? So that's what I'm interested to see. How can they adjust those rollouts here so that they can get themselves set up? Because once they're set up in the offensive zone, they've done fine. So they just need to get there now.
So you're saying it's like a Princess Bride situation where he's like sword fighting, he's like, but I have my secret. I'm actually not right-handed, and he becomes insanely good. It's that. That's what you said. That's what the Fireballs started doing. All right. Well, are they doing Princess Bride right now, where they are going to keep? Can they keep it up? Essentially, can they keep up this right-handed play, or are they actually just in attack left-handed, just lying and lucky? We'll see. Because right now, Hyper is going to go for another attack here. Fireballs are trying to get a good one coming. A swing, and a shot in means that Fireballs are going to start this one off 2 points up in the first 30 seconds.
Immediately, Fireballs are continuing what they were doing towards those last few minutes in that second game. I mean, they're just hammering on points, and if they can keep this up, it's going to really hurt the mental game, especially for Fanboys. They have to lay on some points here. It's the left-hand pass comes through. Starkey gets a good juke past one, but not past the second. You won't get the other player as now the disc goes all the way up, and now back down into the pocket area. Gooblin's going to be able to pick it up as he sends the left-hand clear. Going to go all the way down now. Near to the bubble. No one on it just yet. It's going to be picked up by Starkey, and with an open net, that's an easy 2.
Yeah, nice goal there. They're really saying, I mean, they know, right? Momentum is so key. They know that last round, Fireballs had given a hint of that momentum, and they immediately went away with it and just took it. As a pause does come out. I can't see who it is on my screen right now because the text is too big. I don't know why it's gone. But I can tell you that the pause did come from Orange, which is the Fireballs. Taking a little pause a minute. Maybe a tech issue of it there, as one of the players has left, which means great. They have a chance here. They've been generous. They're, 2 minutes in, a minute and a half in fact, is all the time they need. Offbeat. You get it again, dude. You had no time to watch anything. But honestly, I just want to say, right? What is it, do you reckon, that the Fireballs did so right last time? Like, seriously, what did they do so right that took them away with it?
Like, it's really the reason. They've been applying pressure on the rollouts, right? Because there's two kind of rollouts the Fanboys have kind of come out here with. They've come out with either the the slower ones where the quarterback is going to take it up for a little bit before trying to look for a clear, and there's been the ones where they've tried to do a couple long, quick passes, and Fireballs have been applying pressure on all of those so far, and so Fanboys have done a decent job so far here of mixing it up and getting a couple rollouts working, but they got to make sure that they can, get in and settled before the pressure from the Fireballs does get to them and that stack overwhelms them.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with that. And the attack comes in right there! We could have been seeing another rollout coming out from Fanboys there, but instead it is going to be a nice clear, save and a clear away as the Fireballs, the quick stack, takes that one away, clears it all the way upfield, and now they're going to look to get this one attacking if they can. Greg up! No! Messing up slightly, going to try and recover it. In fact, they do recover it just in time. Sent away back into the Fireball side.
Now pick up and clear sent all the way through. Gonna bounce off the shield there now. Slapped away by the Fanboys. No one on it just yet. Hyper nearly getting a grab on it. VRZeta will be the one to do so. And the stack's coming in from Fireballs, but the stack also there intercepting from Fanboys as they look to re-pick this one up. No one on it just yet. There it is. And Moosey's going to be able to grab it. Going to send the shot. Not on target though. And VRZeta on it. to be able to pick it up. Hyper's going to take it off his hands and release some pressure and send the clear all the way through. Hyper, VR Zeta, sorry, going to pick it up instead, and now sending the clear all the way through. Picked up once again by VR Zeta, but not able to hold it for too long. Off ahead though, and Hyper's going to be the one to pick it up, and there it is. Oh, the stars align for that play as Hyper finally finds the 2. And, I mean, coming in off the head when you've got 2 players from Fanboys and only 1 from Fireballs, for it to come away in Fireball's advantage because of a headbutt is really unfortunate for Fanboys, sorry. Definitely not unfortunate for Fireballs as they get another 2 points.
Yeah, they do another 2 points here. As they are going to sit back, take time. As you said, the rollouts have been a real issue for them here. The counter QB is very nice from Fireballs at the minute. Trying to change it up, looks like, by slowing things down. Oh, but both stacks Fireballs looking menacing. But no, they force a long clear. They do able to get a no. Some lovely passes from Fanboys. That means they recover that one out of the grip there, the crocodile's jaws. And instead, it is going to be passed upfield again. Working up, gets a man behind the goal. He's going for a stun instead. He's going to look for a pass, maybe. No, walk it up and. What? Oh, that was so unlucky.
Yeah.
Barely out. Barely dinging.
Now the clear comes through, and Fireballs with a huge advantage, and there it is into the bottom pocket. VR Zeta drags it through himself. 4-point lead now, and for it to go from that barely ding and that really unfortunate position all the way to the other end for you just to get slam dunked on like that, it really hurts. I mean, there's nothing more painful than that for the side of Fanboys, and now they're going to have to try and keep their heads and keep concentrated after Fireballs are just seemingly running away with it. I mean, Fanboys would have been very confident after that first round, and to be hit so hard like they were last round by Fireballs must really be shaping how this third game is coming out, and really must just have shifted everything, shifted their whole mindset in this game. As Wusi looks to push up through the top mid with a right-hand pass available up at that top pyramid. The pressure from the stack, though, as they kept that line going through. That's often the problem with passing in the direct line with the stack behind you. You can just keep that speed and keep your momentum as a stack and put on a hell of pressure. But somehow, it's still in the possession of Fanboys. It won't keep possession for long, though. It's immediately picked up by VR Zeta, who now goes for this dribble play. No one on it just yet. It's an unfortunate bounce, a difficult bounce to read, but nevertheless, Hyper reads it. Hyper takes it. No way that finds the angle past the players. 2 players just around the disc, and somehow Hyper finds the angle for it, finds the shot, finds the speed, and there it is into the goal, putting them up by 7. And Fanboys, this really must start to sting now.
Oh my, okay. Fireballs bringing this one up right now. They are coming in. What? What a read! What a read there! Getting that one in. That's going to be the long shot 3-pointer from Hyper. That was incredible. They shot on that one. They threw it. Fireballs there. Catching it, and Hyper sends it up all the way from that half court to that 3-pointer off the backboard. As that is going to seal them to a nice 10 points up. I mean, they can do more than that. They can get it back. As everyone from VR Master League 2, you come at a good time. We're in the round 3. Fireballs just reached 10 points up, and now they are looking very clean. They're coming in hot as they are getting this attack come in once again.
Okay. See it in the hands of Starkey. Starkey's going to send this left-hand pass, and it's a good pass at that, but Gublin loses it to the Geo. Gratuspy could be able to pick this one back up. He's got a stack. He's got a huge amount of opportunity, but off the head of Hyper, picked up by Gublin. Gublin, they really have to get some points now as the clear comes through. Fanboys need to back this up, need to get some points on the board, and there the stack is. Open 3. They must make this. There it is. Gublin is the one to do it. 3 points on the board that puts them up to 5 now, and they are down by 7. The time must be lingering in the back of their heads. They only have 3 minutes to make 7 points. That is difficult, especially against a team like Fireballs who are doing so well. Let's see what they can do.
It is, but if they can find a way to get past Fireballs just slip. Just for a second. I mean, seriously.
Just like that, you mean?
Round. Like that? Yes!
Just like that, you mean?
Just like that! What?
No!
No way! No way they saved that one. That one could have been game-changing right there. Instead, it is getting cleared away. Once again, recovered by Fanboys. And, I mean, that just shows they're getting on them. They're getting on them right now. Oh, that could have been a great attack. Instead, it isn't going into the hands of Fireballs. But yeah, we saw Fireballs climbing up ridiculous number of points last round in the last 3 minutes. They can do it again. They can do the opposite here. Fanboys can do it back to them. But they'll need to start right now with this attack right here.
Clear comes through, going up top right. No one on it just yet. Going to be picked up somehow by Gooblin. Gooblin, look at him put some points on the board once again. They have to do it. They really must be quick as well. 2 minutes on the clock. Woosie's going to look for some opportunity, but no. Hyper gets a brilliant grab on it. However, a bounce from that block there, from the Geo there, is going to send it straight back. Clear comes through near the goal. Very dangerous now as Gooblin picks it up again. Gooblin sends a clear. The stack, however, from Fireball is going to punish that. Random clear is now Grakus. Going to look to put some more points on the board. He's unchallenged. How? Unchallenged. Who the hell left him to walk the whole way up the field into the goal? 9-point lead. Oh no.
Oh no, it's right. 9 points is a lot. They are now coming in, and Fireball's starting to blaze the trail. They need to light their way to that master spot. They can get this one. There we go. No! Zeta takes it back once again, recovering that disc and immediately. They do not want to let Fanboys get an attack going as they recover. There we go. Wilfred not getting the clear though. The pressure is really starting to get to them now, and they're making mistakes that we have not seen them doing all game. And Fireballs, as cool and collected as they were when they started out, or as hot and collected, they are now coming in, recovering that disc once again and going for the attack.
Woosie's going to pick it up, but no, there it is. The attack keeps coming from Fireballs. Wilfred able to get a quick slap off the stun of GB, and now bouncing just towards that pocket area, picked up by Hyper. Hyper's going to get it picked up over to Grakus. Grakus going to send it to GB, not going to be able to work. Gooblin gets it, get a turnover once again. Now bouncing back in the hands of GB. Maybe, nope, it's going to be Gooblin as Gooblin sends a right-hand clear. Stack is there already from Fireballs, though, and they pick it up immediately. VR Zeta with a lot of pressure, but all the time in the world, they will win this game, and that is it. They'll stay up in the upper bracket. They'll stay in that position, but unfortunately, guess who's going to have to go down? It's the side of the Fanboys for a reverse sweep coming in from Fireballs. After losing the first game, they hit back harder than ever. Fanboys get some final 2 points on the board. And that is that. Gooblin finishes us off with the final slam dunk.
Dude, that was so close. I mean, honestly, it really was a game of momentum more than ever. Fireballs come in the last few seconds here. They are going to have another chance at a... well, no, not actually. Never mind. 3 seconds is not quite enough time. In fact, one of the players from Fanboys already left the game. But that is the game. That is it for us today. The only thing left to do now is analyze it and do that beautifully. Once again, is our man off beat. What have we got?
Oh, that was quite the game. Fireballs, honestly, I speculated that the Femboys might have had a few things coming in for that third round. They made a few adjustments. The rollouts were feeling a little better, at least early on, but they could not keep up with that overwhelming pressure from the Fireballs. Fireballs, the stacks from them were relentless here. The Femboys, we've seen them, they do like to slow down in the offensive zone and kind of set themselves up, move in, and they get a well-timed stun from Starkey while they put in the disc. But they weren't able to get that going here today. The Fireballs did some excellent adjustments after that first round, and they just kept up their pressure. They kept stacks moving in and around the defensive zone and on the offensive zone, you know, forcing those turnovers, forcing the Femboys to rush passes, and it paid off for them here. As you could see with these two very decisive rounds, the 19-8 and the 14-7, and just an incredible job from that attacking stack from VR Zeta and Hyper. You can see it reflected on the scoreboard there with 15 points and 13 points respectively. The two of them doing an incredible job there of keeping the Femboys just kind of off balance, right? Femboys never really looked like they felt comfortable here in that second and especially in the third round. Yes, they had a few moments here and there where it worked out for them and they were able to get a few points, but overall, nothing super consistent, nothing that they really could really start to chain any momentum off of. Because anytime they got some points on the board, Fireballs would answer right back. They'd slow it down when they needed to. They'd kind of take a breath, pause it, and then work their way up and score a goal. And there were a few instances where I feel like the Femboys should have been a little more aggressive, right? Should have said, okay, we've got some points here. Now let's be super aggressive on them, not let them walk into the offensive zone here, you know, apply some pressure, but they didn't. And as a result, the Fireballs were able to reset the momentum and change some momentum of their own. So at the end of the day, neither of these teams really out of it. Femboys will drop down to the lower bracket where they will have to win 2 in a row tomorrow. But Fireballs, who won out today in both their 2 games, they just have one more. 1 out of 3. As long as they win one of their next 3 games, they will be in. to the finals. And yeah, it sets the stage for a very, very exciting second day tomorrow.
It does, man. It really does. I mean, you're right. I hadn't thought of that. You're right. One goal out of 3, 1 game out of 3, 3 opportunities, 1 game. That's so good for them. The Fireballs just need to make sure they stay hot for tomorrow. But meantime, that is gonna be us done here. One last shout out to our sponsors, which we do have, and we have. Obviously, we've got HyperX, as mentioned, Offbeat's incredible wireless headphones that I'm still very jealous of. Obviously, we do have as well going with that VR cover. Get your little cover on those headsets. HyperX, Asterion, VR Wear, Armor, and then, of course, shout out to our Patreon, which you have, VR, patreon.com/VRML. But all thanks to all our sponsors to making all this possible. That is us for today. We do have NA later coming on in a few hours, which is a time that I do not remember on hand, but I can find this, and Owen has it first. It's in 3 hours. It is in 3 hours' time. That is going to be midnight for BSD, or a different time zone. It's in 3 hours, so
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern. Thank you so much. There we go. That's it. But we will see you guys back here then, and we'll see you tomorrow for the rest of these matches to see who are going to be our 2 master tier players. I've been Rita Worm. There's been Lockie. Next to me has been Offbeat and Newton Dad behind the cams. We'll see you guys next time.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.